We are live. Welcome to another episode of Salisbury Anarchy. We continue the invasion of Wessex, and we'll go over to the Salisbury screen and start to discuss what's going on. We're not going to bother too much with intros tonight. We're just going to dive right in because it's kind of like a continuation. So there are a couple of real minor recaps we need to make. By real minor, I just mean we'll focus on a quick overview of what happened last game. Okay. Saxons from Wessex were sighted passing the ruins of Winchester and seen going north to Levcomagus. This was concerned because everything about this plan was banked on them being able to be held at Duplain, at least warning at Duplain. So this is them effectively bypassing Salisbury's borders in order to find a better route in. In an effort to try and meet them, scouts were sent out, and they came back with news that Levcomagus must have fallen because the Saxons were already marching into Salisbury. Salisbury decided to make a stand at the Bourne River crossing near Newton Tony in Shoulderton and Idmiston, where things were successful, but at a cost. Specifically, speaking of our characters here, we had Virgil's son go down with a heavy javelin in his torso. We had Sir Kenric, who was knighted with Florence and Edrich and Perin, who fell dead on the battlefield today. And obviously your losses were far greater than theirs, despite being able to hold them at bay at that crossing. They were seen retreating back towards Levcomagus as a greater army, but you get the sense, and in the next little bit, you come to the understanding that while this is the main force of the Saxons, they've sent bands of raiders out, scattered throughout Salisbury, and this was not their only place in which they came from. So all your manors are going to be under threat. Specifically, Edmonton. It's funny. I was just saying, making fun of a scenario where Mark, the very first time you went to say Idmiston, you were Sir Edward of Idmiston, or Edmonton is what you said. So Edward of Edmonton. Yeah. But Idmiston is under threat from the greater force that you just marched because the raiding bands came with them. But we should figure out who was left to hold counter siege in your various manors to begin today. So let's figure that out. Who was we'll start closest to farthest. Who was left to defend Idmiston?
He would have left Iago and Sir Rhodri. Also, he probably would have left some of his knights from the Axe. Just as extra protection.
Yeah. We'll have to use Iago in this case. Do you have a siege score?
He does.
Okay. What is your fortifications on your manor?
The fortifications are pretty high. Idmiston's fortifications is 8.
Okay. So you're rolling against an 8 in opposed to this roll. You can just roll a d20 if you want.
Good luck, amigo.
Hell yes. Okay.
Oh!
Hi!
Yep.
Really good.
Much.
Yeah. We're going to say that this is them facing additional ally-like support. So we'll say that men from Winterbourne, Gunnet, and Pitton and Broughton showed up to fight with you. So it wasn't just... Because, 2 is decent, but a 20 fumble means something went really bad for them. And they were just overwhelmed on the field. Cholderton, we're going to do
They
the
suddenly
same.
underestimated how many warriors were at Idmiston.
Yeah.
That's really good. We like them to falter early.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Cholderton is actually
Cholderton's-
okay. Newton Tony. Newton Tony took some damage, but they managed to fight. And then I think that's going to be as far south as they got before everything. We're going to go to Durnford. Durnford doesn't have as much of a threat. Liam, need to know what your fortification score is on that.
I have all of them. I have all of the. Actually, I might have more than all of them because I remembered this. But there's technically a standing army on Durnford that has not been utilized yet.
That's true.
He's the manor itself has wall, moat, and rampart, which I believe is a 6 in defense.
Okay, 6, and then we're gonna give you. We're gonna see how well this army stands up with very little like preparation and no one to guide it. Make a D10 roll.
Yeah, Virgil hasn't been keeping it up as much over the last couple of years, so they've probably deteriorated to some degree.
Okay,
That
now
was
you're.
Oh, was that a D10? Supposedly?
Yeah, that's what I said though.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So
Sorry about that.
please roll a D20 versus a score of 10.
Okay. That's a 12.
It's a 13.
Oh.
Let's retest. Someone should succeed.
Okay. That's a
Oh.
16.
Still failure.
Oh,
Keep retesting.
That's a 7.
Okay.
yay!
And they failed.
Hell
Okay,
yeah!
Very good.
Okay, so after Durnford's going to be under siege for a couple, several hours, basically, but they're going to come out successfully. So, and then
This is exactly the kind of situation that Perin foresaw when he built this shit and readied an army.
Winterbourne Stoke, who is left behind to counter the siege in Winterbourne Stoke.
Probably Cynstenian after the big battle's done.
This won't be when the big battle. This is during the big battle.
Oh, got you. In that case, the only one able to would probably be Oslaf. I don't know if she has
Yeah.
a siege score.
She does actually. She has a siege score
Hey!
of. We'll give her a 2, not super high. And then what do you have for fortifications?
My defense value is 11. I've got the moat and rampart, I've got a palisade wall, and I've got a stone tower.
Okay. So 11, 13 total. So what you're rolling against?
Come on. Oh, 16.
Oh.
Oh,
That's bad. Doesn't the defense value have something else added to it? I might be wrong.
I don't think
Yeah,
so. I think
probably
it's
not.
siege plus your
yeah,
fortification.
at the siege.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Oh, that is a shame. I've got good buildings, you guys. I'm good at this, but no.
I think Oslaf's going to be taking ransom.
Indeed.
Oh no!
Yeah.
This is a bad year for Edrich.
Bad year for Edrich.
I feel like we say that every year, though.
It's not every year.
I'm gonna make a roll here. I don't see them doing this, but I'm gonna give a small chance. So on a 20, it's worse than that. Okay, it's fine. So yeah,
Okay.
she is one of their, she's of their heritage. They wouldn't kill her. I don't think. Problem is, would she have made herself? No, I don't think they're gonna go after your kid. In fact,
Your kids would probably be in Sarum.
She's got chainmail.
yeah, well, that's right, because the Countess did summon like all men in or all women and children to Sarum. So
Also, if they're being
Osoph probably
taught,
didn't
if
go.
they're at the age where they're being taught, they're taught in Sarum anyway.
yeah.
That's true. They are pretty young.
How old
but
are they?
Indeed.
Harold's like
my
5.
Yeah, my oldest.
He's not a
my
page yet.
oldest daughter is Helen, who would be 11 at the moment. Harold is 5, and Gwendolyn is 1.
Okay.
Gwendolyn.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that Oslaf is able to get the kids to safety. She probably left them in Sarum, but decided to go back without anyone to guard Winterbourne Stoke. She probably took the knights back with her to do so.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate. And I didn't take the kinsman of Kenrick ransom, so I don't have too much money. But we'll see.
Okay. We'll continue from there. So as we zoom in on the battle and the aftermath, there's like smoke everywhere. There's still Saxon bands raiding throughout the land. The greater army retreated up the road to Levcomagus. In our current state, we have an unconscious Virgil, a nearly unconscious Florence, and a quite wounded, I want to say, Edrich.
Quite wounded. I'm not at major wounds, but I am damaged. I am fresh.
Major wound isn't a level. It's when you get hit in one go with a certain amount.
Indeed.
Remind me too, Bob.
Yep.
Remind me too, Bob. Cato didn't die, right? He just got knocked unconscious.
You don't know.
Did we resolve that?
Yeah, it's not
I don't think we
unresolved.
resolved it.
We did.
No.
I don't think we resolved it either.
We didn't quite resolve it, but we did say that he didn't die, and that he
Or he's not
previously
dead yet.
injured. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you didn't die outright.
What I established in is no one's had the opportunity to do anything other than see him go down. Like Virgil fell.
Right, yeah.
Virgil went and faced the Wotanman, which we didn't name him, so we should. I think I got Liam to write that down last time, anyways. But there's a Wotansman.
So.
The Wotansman that downed Virgil is the same Wotansman that threw his javelin and downed Cato. So,
Yep.
shall we address that attribute loss? Or no, we did. You rolled a 6, right, for Virgil?
Yeah. We already handled that bit.
Yeah. Okay. You will need to check need surgery though when you get a major wound.
Yep.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Checking surgery. Where is it?
I will
It's
also
just
add.
under wounds.
I will also add, for the sake of our audience, Florence is 1 hit point away from being unconscious.
Oh man.
I am at my unconscious rate. Exactly. So,
I am 8 away from unconsciousness.
real quick, Mr. Bob, would you make me a fresh character sheet for me to put Lionel on?
Yep.
I have his information here, but it's a little messy. So,
Yeah, for sure. Okay. There you go.
and then in comes a giant fist.
Okay, so with that in mind, we need to figure out. This is a little too downtime. Let's get back to something. We need some kind of choir music. Let's see
Tense
if we-
music.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys have just finished the conflict. They've run off towards Cholderton and up the road past it. Edrich, we'll zoom in on you first. You see the slaughter, and you kind of walk by as you go to check on your men. You walk by Kenrick, who has an axe buried in his skull.
I think there's a deep sadness in his eyes, And as he moves stiffly, he feels his age, and he sees Kenrick remembering those ancient days when Perin would try and trick the rest of them into thinking that he saw a unicorn, into little pranks. Seeing Kenrick lie dead, those days are long gone. I think he will, grunting with exertion, kind of kneel down and close his eyes in an expression of respect before standing back up. And that moment of warmth is gone as he says, "Find the wounded on our side, bring them to the tents. Find the wounded on theirs. If they are of value, bring them to ransom. If they are not, kill them dead."
Okay. We will zoom in on Florence next, just to see what Florence is doing in the immediate aftermath.
I think probably we as we zoom by, we see Florence kind of stepping on the scene and goes, "You heard him, men! Quickly now! We don't have all the time in the world." The grin kind of appears on his face, but probably to Edrich, who knows Florence well, he is holding back a lot of pain and what looks to be like a wound in his gut. As he's looking around, he's doing his best to appear grinning, kind of, making sure everyone acknowledges that this was a victory, that they have achieved something this day, and trying to hold back the fact that he is very wounded and not feeling great. Trying to keep people's spirits up.
Yeah, and you do note that the spirits of the men are quite high. I mean, as much as this was costly, you just drove Wessex off, and this has been a long time coming, and everyone's been worried that they'd be no match for Wessex once they come. So seeing them come and seeing them leave is like a big moment for people. Virgil, your squire needs to make a first aid test.
Virgil Squire. I have hit the wrong button and it closed my page.
Oh,
Oh, roll 20?
he's died. The squire is dead.
The Squire's dead. Not just that, he's been vaporized and eliminated from all of
Rip.
existence. All right, here we go.
Damn the Fae.
Okay.
Success.
And then roll, yeah, right, because we found out your squire is 28 years old or whatever last time.
Yes, we did. This
So,
one's Pooh. His name's
roll
Pooh.
yeah, right. D3, please.
All right. The 1d3. Back. Dope.
Okay. All right. So, you kind of look up to see. Did you have just one wound, or did you have another wound as well? You must have had some collateral damage.
I had one major wound.
Yeah. You had no collateral damage before that.
I had a
It's how
couple
many times you
collateral
took damage.
damages,
Yeah.
but they weren't major. I had 3 minor wounds and 1 major wound.
Okay. 1 sec.
So I think that'd be 3.
Yeah. So you wake up to see your squire, and then there's like another squire, and they're both kind of tending to different parts of you right now.
Bring me a Saxon so I can kill it.
Your squire looks at you like stopped dead in his tracks, like he's not sure you're serious.
Push them back.
They've fled, mayhaps to Levcomagus.
Good. Does Edrich still live?
What did you say?
Did Edrich still live?
Yes, he remains.
Still have moments. And I think he just passes out.
Okay. Yeah, and you see them like picking you up and bringing you into the tents. Erwin, we go back to Edrich and like Florence is nearby. We'll say that Lionel is kind of just coming out of the tent. From Lionel's perspective, we see Cato pass by. His body is he looks rather pale, and they're bringing him into one of the tents, kind of high triage urgency here, low triage, whatever. Urgent. Yeah. They bring him in quickly to one of the tents, and you see one of the Chirurgeons move there quite swiftly.
Is there anyone that Lionel would know, like in the area, like standing
it's
guard?
Salisbury. Yeah, it's Salisbury. Like
if there is a specific knight that's appropriate, Lionel's just gonna step over and be like, keep me informed. I want to make sure that we're certain.
Very well, sir.
Hell of a day.
With that, Lionel looks over and you see Florence and Edrich. Beside them is Erwin as well.
I think there's
Did Erwin come back?
Erwin did come back. He actually stayed with us because of Virgil.
Virgil talked to him.
Right, that's right.
I saved his life. This psycho, again, he's done it.
Indeed. You would probably see, and there's a moment where Edrich, puts not quite a hand on Florence's shoulder, but, supports him in a way, in that same motion, saying, "The day is won because of you, but if you fall after the battle, well, I do not think I will forgive myself. You should get to the tents as well. I can maintain the rest of it from here."
Well, if you don't want any competition, maybe I'd be willing to. As he kind of collapses a little against him.
I think Edrich is supporting his weight as he turns to Erwin and says,
Erwin cuts you off.
Yeah.
He says, "We need to take the men and drive them off the field. They're fleeing. We should pursue them with whatever's left."
Before they can get to Levcomagus, I do think it wise. And while we are there, we can... Oh, sorry, give me a sec. We can do what we can to...
You're in no shape to travel, sir.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm in shape to travel. Most people aren't.
Are you? What are you at?
15.
Okay, you can still take aggravating damage from that.
Yeah.
So.
But I think Edrich hears this, shall we say, unreasonable request from a normally reasonable person and says, "But, simply put, we do not have the numbers, nor indeed people in good health to do any lasting damage to them. We would only be feeding our men into a meat grinder."
But if we leave them to hold Levcomagus, he's clearly impassioned. This is not normal Erwin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Florence just said, and they'll make the forest before we do. And then we'll never be able to catch them. Have you tried fighting in a forest?
Nightmare.
He kind of there's this he doesn't say anything, but if you look on the map where Cholderton is versus the forest.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like he didn't say anything in return.
Yeah. Owen, I understand. I know quite dearly what you are feeling. And there will be a time. But that time is not now. For now, all we can do is lick our wounds, recover as best we can, regroup. And for now, we wait on word to see where the best time and place is to strike. Once they are to Levcomagus, we can see what we can do to clear out Cholderton. But for now, our men must recover.
He looks frustrated, but you speak logic, so he doesn't oppose it. You're also the marshal. You won't oppose that either. Yay. This is very well. with that, what do you guys want to do in recovery? Where are we going? Are you just going to hang out in the tents, or you want to like bring back to Sarum? A few hours ride.
Few hours ride isn't that far, and in Sarum we can get access to like better churgeons for those who can. I think Edric's going to make the call that perhaps like a fifth or a quarter of the forces who are in good shape remain here ready to respond to any raiders.
Basically, to
and as,
hold the land around here and hold the fort. Okay.
Yeah, basically. If they're faced with the same force as we were, they'd probably crumple. But they're here to patrol, and they're here to be advanced warnings.
Erwin
we'll
will
send
volunteer to do so if you'll have him.
Good.
Yeah.
He's fine with that. Unless, is he grievously wounded?
No, he rolled really high on that, so it's yeah, or he
Probably
rolled
put him
really
in
well.
charge.
Yeah, in that case, full on. He's got seniority.
I was kind of
Erwin
hoping
will
he'd die
remain
at that
in
one.
charge.
It would have been cinematic. That's okay.
Erwin will remain in charge there, while we take the wounded, which does include Edric, back to Sarum for reports, regrouping, and from there we can actually send word out to the other manors and see how they're doing.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna do this in a matter of like hours because various things are gonna come in. We're gonna save for the army to march back. This is no simple ride back to Sarum. It's kind of like a forced march.
Carry the wounded.
Carry the wounded. It's probably like 4 hours, so it's like good into the nighttime by the time you reach Sarum. Yeah, we'll start at Sarum from there.
Yes. I think so. What's your character's name, Liam? Which one is that?
Lionel?
Sir Lionel. Yes, Lionel is one of the Jimmies, who are one of the two knights that's usually on Virgil at all times. He's a pretty gruff-looking older knight, vassaled to. Would he be vassaled to Devices or Durnford? Technically, does it matter?
Durnford. If you work for Durnford,
Yeah.
That's a good question. Technically, probably if he's Virgil's man, it's probably Devices because he's a castellan there. Durnford will eventually go to your region in Durnford, so you're like a temporary holder. Yeah.
I think he's technically Sir Lionel D Devices.
D devices.
D Devices.
D Devices. Just a note too. He can still be Durnford in the sense of I think thinking of it like your kin are now de Durnford because that's like your ancestral home. Same with Idmiston and the Winterbourne stuff.
As the second born, Durnford will always be Virgil's home, but he's got something of his own now.
Yeah.
He's definitely leaning into the Devices. I think he still goes by Virgil de Durnford, but still that's like if any opportunity that he has to kind of exert that and float that, I think he's going to. So
yeah. The
The
other reference
devices first.
just because I always forget to mention this too, you can always like if you ever want to in character say it in a way that doesn't describe where your home is, you can always say App as son of and then name your father. So just a future note for y'all. So
I think perhaps a little bit more diligently than a wounded old man should be. Recognizing one of the Jimmies, because all of the wounded are being moved and in various camps, he will go over to Sir Lionel and would I know any of the hounds' names? Would I know Sir Lionel?
you guys are too close not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say especially the Jimmies because the Jimmies are with Virgil all the time.
Indeed.
They're his bodyguards.
Sir Lionel, how fares your lord?
He'll live, I think. The boy's less certain, though.
The boy. Which one?
Kaido, Virgil's eldest.
Ah, that is a bitter sting. But that is why we moved to Sarum. Thank you for letting me know.
A lot of the men are frustrated. I know we won a great victory here. You don't have to tell me. But I don't feel like a victory. And a lot of the men are aware that there were a lot more Saxons leaving than there were us standing.
We faced, loath as I am to admit it, a superior force, in numbers if nothing else. We slew more than we lost, but those that we lost were near and dear. To recover will take time.
Be honest. Do we have that time?
And I think Edrich, probably not the best thing that you want to see from a knight or a person. Edrich goes to a point of pure calculation as he tilts his head and falls silent for about 5 seconds before saying, "For the wounded to recover fully, not as such. For us to recover and get all of our people in order, yes."
I think at this point, we see Florence kind of come over to the side and place a hand on Edric's shoulder as he just says, "It'll have to be, either way."
Indeed so. We do what we must with what we can.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I'll keep it short. I think if we should be saying goodbyes, we should be bracing for that. With God or our families. Either way.
That is a luxury I will leave to other people. I am too busy.
Well, the hounds are at your disposal, Edrich. All of them are here, except for the 2 stationed back at Devices.
Very good. When Virgil awakens, I am certain he will have duties for you. But for the rest, for those of you who are not wounded, I would ask that you attend me in my other activities. There are plans to continue our work.
If Virgil don't wake up, though. He's left specific instructions. We're to be under you.
I am very honored. And he is. I really like Virgil, but he's not part of the Sword of Victory, which I have a trait on. I kind of want to tick that for love Virgil.
Love Virgil, not loyalty Virgil. He loves Virgil.
Yeah, you might have to figure out something new. Some kind of other faction. It might be the days of the Sword of Victory.
Yeah.
Gone is the king who wielded it. So.
Exactly. Like, when's it gonna come back? Probably never.
If you want, you can be a hound too. You can be a part of the Hounds of Durnford, or the Hounds of Salisbury.
That's an insult, but I appreciate their patronage. 100%. Edrich is very touched by that and says, "Well, I shall thank him when he awakens, and in his absence, I shall thank you, Sir Lionel."
Good luck for whatever that amounts to.
And to you as well.
Okay.
So you should really be on the stretcher, Florence.
Should we pass into the night? Anything you want to do at this point?
Yeah, there's nothing that Edrich can really do from a strategic perspective until the people are all good and safe. Just making sure that we have everyone and accounting for any hostages we took.
Okay.
He wants to come back head held high.
Yeah. So let's start with people healing. Your own squires can make squire tests on you, and then from there you'll be prioritized by your rank. So Marshall will be prioritized for 1, Baron will as well, and then Virgil will probably get 1 as well. So
time for some squire rules.
I don't think we got my new squire, because I raised Rian of Humble Creek this year.
Oh, that's right. Okay. You are assigned 1 right now. It's the one that just helped Virgil on the battlefield. His name is Cadwallon. I think he's 16. We'll go with 16 right now. I'm pretty sure he's 16 right now. He was one of Kenric's 2 squires.
Indeed. Cadwallon?
You can do a recognize test if you want.
I would love to. That's romance. I don't want to romance this one.
Perfect.
Success.
I was about to give you a +3 anyways. Cadwallon is the son of a sergeant who served Rhodri years ago. So you've seen this kid grow up. So he's lowborn, but a loyal servant here, and he's managed to find his way into being a squire. Pretty big,
Very good.
pretty big kid. Not the most coordinated though, but large in size.
Just like
So,
my cousin.
Yeah.
Success on Squire.
All right. Yeah. So go ahead and make the heal roll there.
1d3. Oops. 1.
Okay. Yeah, and then feel free to utilize your. You'll get 1 extra free squire, which we'll just say for you there'll be 14 plus 1d6. 17 years old.
Oh, that's right. The Marshal Squire.
Yeah. Oh yeah, roll that too
My
if you
last
haven't.
one died. Let's do that. Success.
And he'll be. You don't have a name for him yet. Hewlin.
I do not. Hewlin. I like Hewlin.
Virgil,
with
you'll
that-
get a random
Sorry.
you'll get someone that'll tend to your wounds, but they're probably not a squire, and they're just one of the ladies. Oh, we know who this is.
No. Actually, this is probably the best case scenario.
Yeah.
He can't run from her.
She's aware. Yeah. So you can roll against a 19. Apparently, she's very good with first aid. So
Okay, what am I rolling here?
D20 versus 19.
D3? Oh, D20. Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, and then
11.
you roll a D3 for health back from that.
And then also, I would like to up my love for her, or my more for her as well.
Like when you come to kind of and you realize that, is that what you're thinking?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing that makes Virgil more, like, into this than someone being covered in his or someone else's blood. You know, like, and that's not even in an aroused way. It's just like this is his language, and she's here on the battlefield with him. That's something, you know?
Well, in Sarum, but close enough.
Yeah, it is close enough. For him, there's no
Yeah.
difference right now. He's covered in blood. He's delirious.
I remember when my wife tended to wounds that she caused.
So here's the D3, and then
Yeah.
D3,
Okay. Yeah.
so another 2.
I don't know if this counts as, healing you back from a hefty wound, as Trent's suggesting in the chat, but I think it's significant enough to... What is it at? Let's start there. How low is the M4 currently? I think-
Right now, it's not bad. It's 12.
Okay, make a D4 roll.
If I max out on this, I will love her exactly as much as I love my wife.
Oh, man.
Did your wife pass? I feel like your wife passed.
Nope.
No, she didn't.
Nope.
No, there was something.
we-
it was something we
Of a new one.
misinterpreted, right? In the
Correct. We
Winter.
almost
Yeah.
we almost had my wife pass,
Yeah.
but she I misread something, and it was actually supposed to be a different family member.
Yeah, Trent, best wingman. The chat says. So.
Thank you. Oriel is definitely a fan of Trent right now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, surely that won't be any complication whatsoever.
I'm sure that won't be a problem at all. I have another famous passion now, though, guys.
There you go.
Oh, that's not a great thing to
That's
have
also
a
never a
famous passion.
I have famous passion of 16 for love of my wife, and famous passion 16 for love of my mistress. So,
People gonna start talking.
Well,
Yeah.
of having a famous passion for someone. Well, yeah, it does. Kind of over time, it can kind of think Lancelot. It doesn't mean that it means people are talking.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that it's an out secret, but it is something that is at least rumored.
Yeah.
People are whisper about.
Vile gossip. I don't believe a word of it.
Alrighty.
Probably should.
So, anything until before we pass the night?
One thing, mostly this is what Florence is doing generally over time, is he's playing up the aspect of the hero, of being like, this is a victory for us, and, we push this forward. But also cementing his own place in that story as being one who, when things were at their worst, he stood up and kind of, helped to push them, giving someone to rally behind.
Yeah.
Also making himself look good.
With Edrich kind of absorbing his own stuff and then Virgil out for that count, I think there's not really anyone to contest that.
And why would I?
And the Countess is largely like unavailable. She's kind of overseeing the response here in Sarum, making sure everyone's all the stewardship aspects are looked after, especially since their seneschal is up north right now in Wanborough. So
Indeed so.
All right. About 3 a.m, Edrich, your brother comes rushing in to the door.
I think, unnervingly, perhaps, Edrich instantly awakens the minute a sound is made, eyes open, gleaming in the dark. He says, Cynstenian, what is the matter?
Actually, is his wife there too? He has a wife, doesn't he?
He does have a wife. I don't know her name.
All wives are gone.
Yep. Yeah, okay. She's gone. She's been taken ransom too, or hostage too. Better than dead.
Damn it.
Better than dead.
Better than dead.
So Edrich, or is his brother, they sieged Winterbourne and Stoke. They've taken our wives. The servants saw them leave. They went in to shoot.
That's halfway across the county. How could they have marched that quickly?
I don't think they were part of this battle. I think they branched off before it.
Indeed. They must have found a way. And we too must find a way to get our wives back. Thank God and thank Oslaf that our children... Sorry, he doesn't have any children. That our heirs were here.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, brother, to bring that up.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I always forget you don't have any children. Yeah.
But he will say, we will get them back, brother. You have my word. Has any degree of ransom been made? Or is it too soon to tell?
I think it's too soon, brother.
They will return to us, one way or the other.
Do you want to send us out? We could look for them.
I'm actually gonna make a test here. I'm gonna make 2 tests, and this will determine how insane I am.
Okay.
Okay? Yes. There will be no expense spared in this. I believe it best, if we can secure our own borders, to find them. And if an offer is made that we can pay, we pay it gladly. And if an offer is made that we cannot pay, we find a way to tear them from the grip of their captors. I have numerous spies. They will be set to directly this.
Okay, so you're applying them, and then are you gonna let Cynstenian lead some of the household knights out? Do you have household knights?
I don't have any household knights.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's just me.
Yep.
I'm very poor.
Just you two.
It's just us.
Wait, you do own you do have a castle though. You're a castle.
I am
You
a castle.
also-
Yes, that's
Your
true.
Castellan has knights.
You also have 10 hounds that just swore their loyalty to you while Virgil
You
was
do have a
unconscious.
hound.
That's a very good point. Take Virgil's hounds. They will support you, and indeed they know the forestry quite well.
How does Cynstenian feel about the hounds?
Cynstenian feels like very weird about them. He's actually the knight
Yeah.
of service type.
Yeah.
He was like, a knight should be like loyal to things.
Hey,
and
he's also-
not incredibly cruel.
Doesn't he have the Christian bonus or something, or real close
He's
to
pretty
it, too?
religious, yeah.
He
Yeah.
does. He's also exalted in honor.
Yeah.
So
Well, that part not
does-
necessarily opposed, because honor isn't conflict with chivalry right now at this stage.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mhm.
But he's definitely anti-hound, but also any port in a storm. I think getting a wife back versus working with people you might not like. too
He doesn't.
much.
Yeah, he doesn't care. It weighs out, but he's not happy about it. He's gonna complain the whole way in his head. Yeah. That's fine.
Quite so.
Yep. No, that makes sense. I think Lionel. It sounds like Lionel might be someone who, based on what we rolled for him, he might be like not the exception, but you know what I mean. Guilty by association more than like he doesn't seem as murderous as the others. But we'll see how Liam plays him. I didn't see anything famous like cruel or vengeful in his group.
That means I do get full control. His famous stuff was mostly just his loyalty to Virgil. So
Yeah.
I'd imagine what Virgil holds dear. His honor's a 15. It's not as high as Virgil, but what Virgil holds dear, I'm kind of assuming he holds dear too.
Yeah.
At least, at the very least, just in a I respect that guy kind of way.
Yeah. That's fair. Let me just check. Yeah, everyone's saying they're okay hearing the rest. Okay. So that happens like 3 a.m. So.
Indeed.
Um,
Edrich takes what sleep he can, but also he's energetic 20. He's nuts.
Virgil, I will take a. Why don't you roll your surgery for me? It's going to happen this morning or overnight.
Okie
Yeah, so you're going to have a Churgeon, probably one of the priority ones. So we'll do this. 14 plus 2d4. 17. That was a shit roll.
Okay.
But you're rolling against a 17 Churgeon.
Crit.
Oh,
Crit.
crit.
That's great. Okay, that's perfect. So I'm glad I did that then, so you can remove the need surgery. Your surgery went off without hindrance. It doesn't stop you from needing the appropriate time to
heal.
Yeah. But you hear a commotion in the halls. You kind of wake up and realize you're in Sarum, and you hear a lot of hustle and bustle outside, and you can tell like it's probably nearing dawn. Like the sky's getting a little lighter. Still nighttime. What do you want to do, Virgil, as you kind of come to and hear the hustle and bustle and see the sky like through the window? The sky's like just starting to light, so the sun's probably just coming up.
Well, because it's badass, I think he's going to take his sword and kind of use it as a cane to help steady himself as he supports himself to try to look out the window.
Okay. You kind of realize you're in Sarum, and you see the hustle and bustle's actually like in the halls, kind of nearby.
In the halls.
Yeah.
All right, then out into the hall I go.
So you kind of follow, and before you know it, you see yourself kind of making your way to what would be the small council room. And through your perspective, we're going to assume that Florence and Edrich have already arrived, and you're kind of like the late entry. And everyone looks probably surprised to see you because they thought you were laid out, right? So it's in the room is Robert and what's the countess's name? Ellen. Thank you.
Ellen.
Yeah, Ellen and Robert are here. The three of you. Erwin's not here. nor is the seneschal, nor is Bar's probably busy doing other stuff right now. So it's pretty small. In addition, you see a messenger sitting in the room.
A real quick fun thing. With the critical surgery roll, you double your natural healing rate for this week.
Awesome.
Ooh, fun.
For the whole, yeah, that's good.
But
Should we determine
Edrich
what day of the
was
week this is?
Ooh,
Sure.
We did.
Because
Yeah.
if it is Sunday, then we get our stuff back.
So 4th day. So 3 days, Virgil, you'll get double your healing rate back.
What if it's Sunday now?
Yeah.
What if we make today a sun?
What if we make today a Sunday?
I think. Sorry, you go.
Yeah, I'll just say I think Virgil just like legit like grunts in acknowledgement and limps over to one of the chairs and just sits down like it's no big deal.
Edric's eyebrows do like raise in surprise on his stoic face, but as he sits down, he nods contentedly, like all is right in the world. Gesturing to the messenger, he says, "Speak."
I'm here on behalf of Lady Violet.
She has news of Nanteleod.
She does indeed. Fuck, I always forget his name. I actually have a token for him too. So I'm going to because I've failed to get his name so many times. There we go. The Seneschal, Sir Rofus. He has met with Nanteleod and allowed them to continue to pass through into Silchester. Last Lady Violet heard, Nanteleod makes for Levcomagus.
Very good. You rode here among the main roads. They will be traveling much the same, going through...
I rode here by
forests,
path, sir. Under
Very
the
good.
Lady Violet's instruction.
In that case, then we have some time. If we can meet Nanteleod in the field of... meet is probably the wrong word there. If we can join Nanteleod in the field of battle, we can likely do a great deal together. So long as we can regain our knights. And he looks to the incredibly injured people. Vigor.
Florence is standing there with like this very ornate cane that he's using to hold himself up.
That's
As
so
he just
sick
says.
that I'm sorry. It's so sick that Florence has got a very ornate cane and Virgil's literally using a sword as a cane. Like
It's honestly very well.
there's
It's very
something
small.
there.
And Edrich damn well needs a walker at this point with his dex. So.
Hey, look, I use wall.
Yeah. Yeah, he just dramatically walks by every wall and holds it as he walks by.
It's just like limping along like he's come off a week-long bender. But he will say, "Thank you for your service, messenger."
He nods.
I think at which point Florence would kind of tap his cane on the floor for a moment as he says, "With respect, Marshal, I am unsure if we have the time to recover and meet Nanteleod for his attack upon Levcomagus, or reclaiming of Levcomagus. As it is now, we barely have a dozen knights."
That's true. If we discount the lightly wounded, we do not have enough to make too much impact. But we must do something. I detest the idea of waiting within our hold while another king does our dirty work for us.
Agreed. And I think Virgil kind of like rouses in his chair a little bit, and he goes, "If we let Nanteleod win this fight without showing our pride there, then all of our sacrifice to defend our home will go to the credit of another. Even if we can't do much, our banner has to fly."
This decision, though it is a matter of war, will go to our Earl. I believe we have numbers.
You know
that
who
we
just
can
spoke it,
use
right?
Say again, what?
You know who just spoke that opinion, right? Like right before you go, this will go to the Earl. Like
Yeah,
zooms back
exactly.
in on Virgil.
That is
Edric's-
partially why he's doing it.
Okay.
Edric's rubbing his
The thing
hands
that he
like,
wants.
I rigged it.
Yeah, like Edric, like he kills a lot of people, but Edric's a politician. I built him to be one. And Edric will say, this decision, though it is a matter of war, goes to our Earl. I believe that we will have the numbers to at least do something, while those who are heavily wounded can look to their homes and recover from their own injuries. My own wife and that of my brother have been abducted, I learned in the morning.
Robert says, I'm sorry to hear that, Edrich. And he sounds like pretty, like, he's not, he's being sincere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would say, my thanks, my lord. Though it weighs heavy on my mind, I have done what I can to look into the matter, but the first thing that must take priority is the matter of this ongoing campaign. He is full line, because the first thing that took priority was the first thing he did, and this is the afterthought that he's doing right now.
Well, we should, hold on. I know that Robert's proud, so let's just do a roll. Let's do a roll. Let's start with pride, shall we? Let's start with some pride. I know it's not
Do
as
a roll.
Twice the pride.
Let's roll
Everything
it.
the light
Let's roll a
touches
roll.
is our kingdom.
Let's roll a dice.
Wait, we all went in very different directions with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, no, he's not. Doesn't matter. Succeeded. So, all right. Then I'm gonna test. Oh, it's not driven by that. Lastly, we'll test this.
Not driven by lust.
Okay. Pride and Reckless went out, but hate Saxons is not a part of this equation.
Oh.
Yeah. Despite
So
his,
my wife.
despite his high Saxon hate. It's almost like his dad died fighting Saxons or something. But he says we should do everything that's necessary. And this Nanteleod, albeit a worthy ally, he shouldn't have... We mustn't have our names erased from this battle. It was Salisbury they raided, not Escavalon.
Right you are, my lord. We have blunted the momentum of the Saxon hordes. If we can win a decisive victory in Levcomagus, alongside Nanteleod and perhaps Silchester, then we can take the offensive to them right after. The momentum will be ours.
All of Logres will know that Salisbury is not to be pushed around, not by its friends or its enemies. We bite back.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go take a nap while you guys do that.
Yeah.
So good luck with that, guys.
I think if Virgil stood like drawing his sword and went, and I shall join you, I think Edrich will say, sit down.
Well, hey, if we wait till Sunday, I'll have 16 hit points again.
That's right. That's right.
Indeed. You can give me battle tests. You
Absolutely.
also, I think it's very clear. You all know Ellen. I won't even make you roll. Ellen isn't necessarily on board with this, but she's not going to oppose the consensus here. More so, if another king can deal with this, and Salisbury can avoid lives, that would be her opinion.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Like
We just
fully,
lost a
Ellen's
lot.
got-
Yeah.
Ellen's got the right of it, and she is 100% correct. But
Yeah.
we're crazy, and we like honor. 17 battle. Oh, hold on. I don't know if you can see it because of the blinding light, but a cat just arrived at my window.
Nice.
I cannot see it, but
In you come.
Yeah.
in you come.
All right. So as the three of you make your battle rolls, this is kind of over a map. You estimate that Nanteleod's march will probably take 2 days to Levcomagus, even though it doesn't necessarily require it. And so it's very likely that if he left today, right, or he's leaving in the morning is probably the more practical thing, because then it's probably going to be roughly 2 days. Like, it's not really that big of a distance, but there aren't main roads going from Silchester into Levcomagus the way he's coming in. So, and he's, marching an army is different than riding a horse. So,
Yeah.
so 2 day estimate. They could get there earlier. They could get there later. That's the risk.
2-day estimate is good. I don't think we're going to count on them getting there early. Edric's placed a pretty heavy emphasis on scouts in this campaign, but I think we're going to imagine them getting there at around the 2-day mark, giving us time to march there as well.
How long will it take to march from Salisbury to Levcomagus? Or from Sarum?
About the same, I would say. Hold on, I'm just going to check something. So that is Old Sarum to Andover. 1 second.
Bringing up Google Maps.
Yeah. There's some additional calculations, like not having modern roads. And, the forest situation right now.
Yeah.
No, I remember in 2017, all of the forest spontaneously grew and people would go missing in them.
Yeah, something about changelings and... anyways, it's probably like a day's march. Yeah, about a day's march.
Yeah. I think we're going to go relatively leisurely. We're going to take what men we can. We might even take some from Duplain if possible. Not all of them, but a significant amount to bolster our forces on the march.
Okay. So you call for men from Duplain? You'd probably want to do that ahead of time, because think about communication. You're not picking up a telephone to do that, right? Like, you're sending a messenger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In fact, probably the very same messenger, unless he really needs to nap.
Yeah, you could probably charge him with that if you want.
Indeed.
Okay.
Because if we can win this, then we have a wrecking ball.
We can win this. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I was gonna go back to I think the Salisbury map's good for this one. That's fair. So you're gonna try to bring a greater force in.
Indeed.
Okay.
If I get hit by one crit, I might not make it.
Are you going through the forest to Levcomagus, or are you going to Old Winchester and up into Levcomagus? Like past Duplain?
Winchester. Oh, there. That's a good question. It's probably faster to go through Chute Forest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, also probably significant chance of ambush there, right?
You have, there's arguably risk anywhere. Look you're so close to the border of Wessex with Winchester, and also they pass through there, so do they have a force there? What you have is the security all the way to Duplain, at least that way. If you march up through Chute, you have no idea what's going there, but it's really A or B. I just didn't want to establish, one way or the other. You have too much unknown on the field of battle right now. So
I think distance is probably the name of the game, because we don't want to march there and get exhausted. I'd recommend going up north through Childerton and seeing how things go there.
Okay. All right. Why don't we take our break of the night? We'll if we want to pull open the book for aggravated wound, I think that'd be nice to know, like, because if we're at a steady march rather than a hard ride or something, could Virgil tag along while he's healing? Like,
I mean, he's at the level of hit point damage where even a regular hit is pretty damn
Lethal.
gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Virgil would maintain that some knights, especially the wounded ones, should stay behind to either defend Sarum or heal. So
Yeah.
I think he will put himself in charge of that contingent.
Okay.
And what of Florence? Because Florence is pretty bad as well. Did you do your healing?
I did one. I forgot to do the other. So we do one for each amount of damage we took, right?
Yep.
So I think I got one or two more. I'm going to say one more. First one I rolled a 1, so I didn't get much damage. Bah.
Then 1d3.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, aggravation is what we're talking about. So when we want to know, like, it's probably good for Florence to know that then too, is like what happens when someone is trying to do everyday things. I think it was like, as long as you're just doing simple things, but it did say something specific about travel, and I can't remember what it is. We'll look that up in the
riding would be
BRB.
important. But yeah, I think we will leave Florence's answer till we figure out exactly, because I think that will be very determinate.
Yeah,
Indeed.
That's fair. All right, we'll be back very soon.
I am a nobody, a bastard, and I will make sure that I will create no bastard by my name.
Because I, for better or for worse, whether I like it or not, I am no longer a maiden. I am a knight, and I hold true to that.
You protected more than that. You stood by me when others might have let my mistakes be all I really was. You helped me. You saved me. And I'm sorry I couldn't repay that favor 10 times over.
I find it offensive that they do not consider my father the clear and rightful heir.
All right, we are back. So based on what we discovered, do you want to go ahead and update us, Mark? Like where we at with the Florence decision?
Yes, Florence is currently not healthy enough to travel. Thus, he will be staying by in Sarum, and he will be sending his brother, Iago, in his place.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you'll be playing Iago. I don't know if we've had you play Iago on
Had him
this.
show up once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember if that was in this show or one of the side ones, but Iago definitely showed up once for sure.
Yeah, he did. He showed up in London.
Yeah.
I have
In
an
the Battle of
enormous... Yeah, I have an enormous favor to ask you, Mark. Could you hypothetically send your man Sir Blethyn in so I have a character to occupy if I fall?
Yeah, Sir Blethyn would be there. Sir Blethyn serves Florence in this important of Florence, so he
I
would send it now.
certainly hope that Edrich isn't going to fall and that he's going to stay in the back ranks and command like he really ought to in general.
I'm gonna do my best, man, but those Javelineers... You don't understand. They have it out for me.
It's like I keep
do, that's why
running
I
up
think
to
you
them
should
and
be
they
in the
keep
back
throwing
rank.
things at me for no reason.
Your
like you just said
leading
you
from
ran
the
up
front
to-
days are over, bucko.
Yeah.
You see that I've got the largest hat, and they throw things at my unprotected body parts.
You reached the ripe old age of 41, and now you are dunzo. You're out of here.
Just you wait until I get a fey body.
Okay.
It's so nuts that our knights are 40 now. What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
Considering we started as other knights who got old themselves.
It's
Older
like time's
dead.
flying. And, yeah.
Sometimes both.
Talon's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got dead, we got old and dead, and then we got old.
God, Talon's gonna be 50 in 3 years.
Oh boy.
That's
Yes.
messed up.
Give me your vitality.
Okay, let's do the march here, folks. We're gonna
Yeah.
start with a battle roll for Edrich. You're leading the march.
Let's do it.
Okay.
19 of 20.
You make it to the Bourne River, where the forces from Duplain connect with you, and Erwin's units are present. Are you taking Erwin's men?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because while it would be good to have like a guarding force here, that's what the like more heavily wounded are for. They're going to be looking after their castles. They're going to be doing their best, and if we crush them here, we do a good job. Besides, I'm gonna get some brownie points on him when we clear Chelderton.
Okay. Give me a sec while I bring this really giant icon.
Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Oh my god.
Salisbury resplendent.
The spirit of Salisbury has returned, and it demands vengeance.
Yes, sanity rolls. It's like, what are we playing? I don't know.
It's like you see the entire city of Madison, Ohio, walking.
Okay, give me another battle roll, Edrich.
Let's do it.
Don't crit, or we'll end up there early and get destroyed.
That is a 4.
It seems that the Knights of Logres have responded with a band of 12 dudes.
There's more than 12.
Truly a worthy enemy.
Okay.
Salisbury has arrived at the gates.
you-
How many men do they have?
You all begin to face your first conflict in Shoot Forest. They have been at this ford that are moving to ambush. What do you roll? 4? Let's see if they get the upper hand on this ambush.
Oh,
Yeah,
I hope
they
they
might.
don't. I liked the 19. Could they roll against that?
Oh.
That's less good.
Okay, we'll pick up there with the ambush.
Mm.
1 sec. Clearly, they don't have numbers on you here, though. Not with this ambush, so there is that at least.
Mhm.
For individuals, I'm assuming that you'd be riding with command. So the negative side of this is that by leading with command or riding with command, you're in a position where they were targeting you in the ambush. So your only option at this point is heavily engaged for the first phase, and we're gonna go with
Fine by
even
me.
for this. Yeah. Lionel, are you also? You're playing Lionel, Liam? Is that the plan?
Correct. Fuck. We may have fucked this up a little bit because
No.
is Lionel off on team rescue Oslaf?
Oh yeah, sure is, isn't he?
Well,
Might
I
be.
said like send some of the jimmies, like not all of the jimmies. I said that specifically in case Lionel wanted to do something special.
Then tell you what, all of the hounds except for Lionel are out there.
That makes sense.
Actually, I've got 10 hounds. We'll say that we sent all
6
but
and
2.
4.
That
Yeah, that's
yeah.
That way you
We'll
have
send
another.
all but- that way I have another if Lionel falls.
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Both the Jimmies are with us.
Very good.
Mark, if you want to check Iago's stuff here, you can. Like, do you have
have-
ticks on his sheet that you never rolled out because of winter
Oh.
phase?
There was one with a. It's probably not going to matter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to matter.
Okay.
And I just did his upgrades very quick.
Okay. Sounds good.
He's still pretty shitty.
That's fair. That's what tertiary characters gets into. So these aren't your heroes. So I will take looking at the plan here. You're fighting Saxon ambushers. They will have the advantage this first turn. Declare engagement. You guys are all stuck heavily engaged for this first point.
Oh joy.
Yeah. All players roll on the battle table. So now I need a battle roll from each y'all.
But we are horse.
Yeah. You have your horses.
6.
We are
All right.
whores. True. Oh, every last one of us.
Well, I can't speak for all, but Florence for sure is a whore. So we were just going through updating all his bastard children earlier.
Yeah.
Christ almighty. I want to see a screenshot of your family echo.
It's not that bad actually. It could be way worse.
Indeed.
Yeah, if Florence was a pagan, it would be a bad thing. So okay, and then Lionel 18. Okay, failure. So failure for Lionel. We'll start there. So failure, a 4 and a 6. Yes.
That's right.
Failure, 4 and a 6. Okay. Lionel actually ends up in a duel.
This is how I went down last time.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that number at 19. I think that's perfectly fair. Asui is the name. They have a sword and a shield. They also have good armaments, not chainmail though.
Let's spear this dude.
You have the upper hand. They are not on horse.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. I am not going to impassion then. I'm just going to go for my spear roll straight. And that's +5 reflexive and -5 to them. Is that right?
Yeah,
That's right.
Correct.
Nice.
Pretty good.
All right,
As long as
higher
it's
than
not
them.
Virgil, I'm rolling decent.
All right, so you can make your base damage roll. They do have a shield, but it's a total of 11, so that's okay. So 17 minus 11. Yep. On top of that, they take 6, but the 17 is higher than their size. So, they have to make a dex roll.
Indeed. And he's a gymnast with a dex of 9.
He stays up though. But he's like hurt. He's got 6 and you can see the blood kind of already got him. So you will continue to face him, Lionel. We'll get to that in a second. You're still staring him down.
Yar.
We have to close that. So what we're going to do for this, I've been thinking about it, applying against some other systems. You'll have 3 exchanges with this guy before the next round of big combat, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
in one round, you'll have 3 exchanges. Okay. The 4 and the 6 are encounters, so we'll see who those are. Edrich, you're fighting Iraminbur, and Iago, you're fighting Ethelfrith. Keep in mind, he has great spear though, but he doesn't have a good score in it. So, Iraminbur does not have a great spear. He just has a sword.
Indeed.
Who had the? We'll do Edrich first. So, when you are ready, sir, let me know if you impassion.
I think I would like to impassion. I think I'm going full hog wild, saying, "Run them down, kill them all. This will not slow us."
Okay, give her.
And we'll see how it goes. Rolling my attack.
That's what you needed. Okay.
Hell yeah. Let me roll my damage, and let me roll my crit damage. 23 is pretty swanky. 15 is less swanky, but that's a 38.
27 after his stuff, he will fall down. Not off a horse, so he doesn't take any damage. 27 size in con. What was his size? Size is 16, con is 15. 31 health. And 27. Yeah, he's gonna be unconscious.
Edrich on a horse is a way different beast than Edrich on foot, where he has to stabilize himself and fight very statically. With the horse handling a lot of the movement, it is a terror to his enemies.
Yeah, indeed. You can take 10 glory for that guy.
Wow.
Very nice, thank you kindly.
Wouldn't it be nice to roll above 20 damage on the attack?
It
That's
would.
right. Ethelfrith.
Can't imagine what that's like.
So Iago, you're against Ethelfrith.
Iago is going to call upon his honor
Okay.
because he does not want to die.
Very good.
Success, so he gets a +5 to the spear.
Ooh, he also gets a +5.
I'm guessing we don't get a chance to charge.
No, you do not.
No.
It'd be very hard in the forest to begin with, but they also have the ambush on you, so.
Yeah.
But he only has a 13 skill, so there is that.
Oh,
Nice.
critical!
And he did not crit, so. All right.
That would have been a critical away, funnily enough.
Yeah, exactly. Natural 18. I'm gonna quickly add an Iago glory tracker.
Okay. All right, Iago, give us
Thomas.
your damage.
There's no horse damage. There's regular damage.
Yeah, regular damage and crit.
30.
He has 30 health. 28 or 30? Hold on, what?
30. No, wait, 28.
Yeah.
I did my math wrong.
You're all good.
Goodness.
Hold on. So 28 minus 11, 17 damage, right? Oh wait, he has a great. Never mind. He has a great spear. So
That's right.
28 minus 5, 23 damage. 23 out of 30. Let's see how his dex goes. He stays up. Let's see if he stays conscious. So 30 minus 17. Got to roll over or under a 13 or else he goes unconscious. All right, he stays up, but he you wounded him pretty bad there. What's the unconscious score based off of again? Just so I can do the math there. Unconscious is...
Let me actually check.
I think it's half of something. It's half of something or other.
Let me take a look at hit points. Total hit points divided by 4.
by
Yeah,
4?
so it's a fourth of the total health.
Okay. 7. Ooh. 30 minus 7. 23. That was what he got hit with. All right. Yeah, he's unconscious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very
Okay,
nice.
So 10 glory there. Not counting your...
I think Iago's very much, I hit him? I hit him!
I did
Very
it!
good.
All right, the duel continues. So before we continue to the next round, the duel continues between Osri and Lionel. Lionel, when you're ready, sir, you're still impassioned. You can go ahead and give me a roll.
I don't think he impassioned himself. But he has a horse.
That's right. You have your horse bonus. He does not.
Mm-hmm.
Liam.
Huh? Oh, yes.
You're
Sorry.
Lionel.
I'm Lionel. That's right. I was listening for Virgil.
I
All right,
gotcha.
here we go. I am still horse bonus, he said. So zing, bada bing, bada boom. That's a crit.
Oh, he got a crit, but way worse than yours.
My crit's better, yeah.
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 Indeed.
I
You rolled a
crit.
15, he rolled a 14 anyway. I've got a question for you, both Liam and Bob. Do you want me to make a glory tracker for Sir Lionel?
Yeah, you never know. Why not?
Yeah.
He could come back.
We'll stat
I
it
think you
out
should-
and then we'll
I
see if
think
it
you should-
matters.
I think you should make glory trackers for every single character that comes on screen, Thomas. I think you should be responsible for that. I think that would be fun.
I'll kill you.
Okay, so 27 damage minus 11. So another 16. You did what last time? You did like 7 damage less?
I did
6 damage. 6 damage.
17 damage to
Yeah.
him, and he has an 11, so I did 6.
Yeah.
Or he's got armor of 11, so.
Yeah, so 22 total now is what you've done to him. And you did 16 right there, which, looking at Osri's size, con, that's a major wound. So he has to...
Hell yeah.
You might have downed him right here. Let me just double check. 13 plus 14. Oh, yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
take-
he's unconscious.
Let me take this fool for ransom. I want him.
All right. Okay, so the good news is you guys survived. That'll be 10. No, it's a duel, so you actually do get a little bit more glory for that. So that's 20 glory for Lionel.
Ooh.
For facing down the duel. Duels are like the reason why duels are worth more is because if there's no mercy if things start going bad, right?
Yeah.
Like punches back away. Right.
So the bad news is we have some dice of damage coming at us. Would you like to roll your own, or would you like me to roll them for you?
I think give us the gun so we
Yeah.
can do the
Shoot
damage. We can roll
ourselves.
ourselves.
All three of
the
you
gun.
have 66 damage coming at you. You'll
I
subtract
changed my mind.
subtract your armor from what you take. Armor and shield.
In that case, I'm pretty good.
Oh,
Armor and shield. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
so that's 3.
Hey, Yampa, you're a bro, man. You didn't have to do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
rules.
Thank you so much, Yampa. That's wonderful.
Every time
Wonderful.
Yampa does anything, I'm like, that guy rules.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I took 8. I'm down to 26.
I can tell I was really invested in this because I have a whole bunch of friends in here. Did we get raided too? Because Liching Hour's in here, and they're always always hooking us up. So,
I don't think so.
okay. I just want to make sure. I was like really absorbed in this, so I wouldn't have blown
Hour's just also cool and has good taste.
Yeah, and Garrus, or bro, Cleansing Rain, still crooked. Look at it. So friends. All right. Okay, let's keep going.
Us too.
Next round of battle. Oh, glory. Sorry. I established. Here's what I should have done, Liam. It's 20 glory for the duel, and then 20 additional for Mark and Thomas. 18 each.
Okay. 46. Didn't tell me I have to do maths. There we go.
Okay. So the good news and the bad news. The good news is everyone survived their actions. So there's no negatives to this. The bad news is they had the ambush, so they do temporarily still have the upper hand. Thomas, as a result, your battle roll is going to be at a -3.
Right. Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm ready. Do I want to impassion myself? No. Let's do this. Ah! Success.
Oh, failure. That's good. So, you win, they lose. This is officially shifted from losing to stalemate at this point. So it's gone down. You didn't crit. There wasn't a severe difference, and they had the upper hand before, so you're not knocking them all the way to losing yet. But it will shift that way naturally because you do outnumber them like 4-1.
Yeah, we outnumber them and we outpower them. They had the ambush on their side, but now that that's gone.
Indeed.
Kill them all. Trace their bloody footprints back to Levcomagus.
Okay, with that, we need a battle. We did the battle test. Intensity of the battle. You guys no longer have to be heavily engaged. With a successful battle roll, you can go further than engaged. With a failed battle roll, engaged is the furthest back you can go. So you can opt to test that if you want right now.
Let's do 15 on battle.
Where would you like to where would you like to commit?
Instead of heavily engaged, I think I would like to be irregularly engaged.
Okay.
I can't justify being in lightly engaged during an ambush battle because I'm right there.
Yes, you can.
But I like fighting. I tell you what, this will affect my answer. How much collateral damage do I get on engaged versus lightly engaged?
I won't tell you that.
Engaged.
Yeah, it's less. Yeah.
Virgil's gonna be so. Virgil would hear. You know exactly what he would say.
Oh well, my hearing's not that good.
So do we? Okay.
Yeah, go. Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead, Mark.
I was just gonna say, do we have to make the battle roll to be engaged, or can we just choose to be engaged?
You can choose to be engaged. You can go one step without testing battle.
Okay.
Yep.
In that case, Iago will move to engaged.
Okay. So Iago falls back. What about Lionel? Does Lionel stay heavily engaged, or does he fall back with Virgil? Or fall back with Edrich?
I am gonna actually test a passion to see, and let's hope I don't fumble it. He's going heavily engaged.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. So now.
He's not very valorous, but he loves Virgil.
Indeed. All right. So Thomas did. Oh. Hype train. Crazy. Yeah. Thanks, friends. I'm so not used to this.
On the crazy train.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got Thomas's engagement already with that battle test. A 15 in engaged. Now we need to determine Iago and Lionel's. So you guys need to make battle rolls for me.
All right. Plus
failure.
5. A 17 passion in passion is a plus 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Success.
Okay. Success with a 7, right? That's what you got?
Yes. Correct.
Stalemate, heavily engaged, 7. Okay. And then a failure for Iago, but not a fumble. Okay, we'll start with Iago, and then we'll go to Edrich, then we'll go to Lionel. Iago, you have an encounter. Intensity, given the situation, the intensity is probably like a 13, so it's hard to get out of the way here.
Yeah.
Your opponent is a swordsman without a horse.
Good. Good.
Good.
And not a crazy good one either, so that's always positive. When you're ready,
Right.
you can make your sword test against them. They have a -5, you have a +5.
+5. It is a spear test because Iago is shit at sword.
Fair.
17.
Succeeds, but much lower than you, so you get a standard attack
Alright.
off on this person.
50.
15 is enough because they don't wear chainmail. So,
Oh. Nice.
not yet. Most of them don't anyways. Can't afford that amount of it. You still do damage, 4 damage. It's enough to make... Oh, it's over his size. Can it be over his dex? We'll find out. It's over his dex. He falls over. All right, when someone falls over, you get 3/4 of their glory. So 10. You're gonna get. Ooh, that didn't work. Hold on. What I meant to say is 7 glory. How's that sound?
Alright.
Yeah. So 7 glory for Iago in that encounter exchange. As we move to Edrich, Edrich, you have a duel.
Why do you people keep forcing this upon yourselves? Do you not know who I am? No, I realized how that sounded. Let's get this over with.
All right. Your opponent is Cohenhelm.
Love the fact that he's got such high morale loss. It means they like him, and they're not gonna like him when I kill him.
You know why they like him? Because he is Guesi on a horse.
Hell yes. Let me... I want to test my own racism against his, even though I am less racist.
Let's see.
I'm
Let's
gonna
see how
activate my
your
passion of
hate Saxons.
my passion of hate
Yeah.
Saxon.
Oh,
Critical. Nothing good happens on that, but I do get glory.
yeah, indeed. You really did hate each other equal amounts to some degree. All right.
Indeed. Let us get down to it.
Hold on one sec.
Ooh, that was a low roll for me. I rolled a natural 1.
He's got a 16 plus 5, so 21. That's what he's got.
That's what he's got.
Oh, he got lower.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was close.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I was about to say, you have
26 damage. That's a high damage roll. 3 6s there. Whew.
Yeah, that's really high. Let's see. His size is 17 though, so he'll have to test
Indeed.
horsemanship.
Oh, a good point was raised with the critting of a passion increases by 1.
Oh, I'm more racist. I'm famously
yeah,
racist.
that's a good
Thanks
point.
very much, sir, guy.
Thank you, Sir Guy, for the reminder.
Point. Yes, thank you, Sir Guy. Oh, and also, just again, thank you for Yampa for letting us reach the channel goal.
That's freaking awesome. Yeah. Man. Much appreciated, friend. What was I just testing there again?
Horsemanship.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So he stays up. He takes 26 minus 11. That leaves him with a pretty good wound, but not quite a major wound. So that duel continue. We might as well continue the duel, Thomas, and then because it'll go for up to three exchanges is the idea. When you're ready.
Powered by my new and improved racism, he rears the horse back for another joust. Ooh, another natural one.
Ooh, you're really playing with fire here, man.
Yeah.
And yet.
What's
punished.
Going on? What's going on? I can't keep getting away with. What the fuck?
You really have no business winning this. It's great. Yeah.
No. Like I rolled a natural one twice, which is pretty bad. But I rolled the
exact same numbers.
Same numbers: 6, 6, 6, a 5, and a 3. Maybe it's not God I should be worshipping. Maybe that's the number of the beast. Maybe the devil wants me alive.
You just killed a Gwesi, one of Cerdic's equivalents of knights. They're half Kimric, half Saxon men, most of them. They intermingled with Saxons long ago. It's what Peshent was.
Indeed.
Actually, no. Technically, it's what Cerdic is.
No.
Yeah, Cerdic and yeah,
Cerdic I think Peshent was different. Childhood of different.
Yeah. Peshent and his two older brothers, Vortimer and Catigern, were all fully Kimric. But then after his first wife, he married Rowena, which was Hangus's granddaughter, niece or something.
Indeed. Which makes his son a Gwesi.
Yes.
Yes, I think as he falls, and if I can't take him ransom for a captive,
no, he's
after
dead.
Indeed. The sword sliding into his throat over the gorge, Edrich will take his blade out and go, "They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. I find it an insult. These false knights die same as their chaff."
All right, that's 37 glory total, so 25 for him and then 12 for the duel, the general duel.
Very nice. 37, that's... Okay, cool. Thank you, guys.
And then for Iago, just to go backwards, for Iago is 12 glory added to his 7 as well. So
yeah.
Okay. Then we go to Lionel. So with Liam, with Lionel, you are also facing a duel.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense given the scenario. Did you? Oh yeah, you impassioned for the round. Okay, yep, you are. Okay, let me see if this guy hates Britons.
Do he?
He does a little bit. Yeah. He has a battle axe, so he doesn't have a
horse bonus.
He doesn't have a horse bonus.
Or a shield.
So that means he's rolling even then with his passion, because because the reflexive would give him a -5, and then he'd get
+5 -5. Yep, you got it. So he's rolling against an 18, which means
that's so disappointing.
Then unless he crits, which he does not, and he doesn't have a shield, so you can deal some serious damage to him here.
Well, let's not get crazy, Bob. I'm rolling the damage dice, so.
Oh my god! Oh my god, Liam.
Oh my god. 3 1s and 2 2s.
I know what Bob was trying to do when he invoked the unless he crits, and that didn't work, but I think it passed on when you accurately called the fact that you were going to roll terrible.
This is like the equivalent of like the Wuxia films where the guy thrusts his spear out and it like shaves off their beard. Is it like, you know what I mean? It's like it almost I won't accept that. Make a reroll. It'll be the first
Oh,
time
okay.
I've ever done that. But that is so low. Okay, that's better. Yeah.
I got an extra 10. Still a bad roll, but it's
Yeah.
not 7.
Exactly. All right, so he took 12 damage there. On top of that, he took over his size, so he might be down. He is down. Does Lionel try to coup de grace him while he's on the ground? Or
Can
do you
I
allow
take
him to get back up?
Take another hostage?
You can tempt. You want to try to hold him hostage?
I'd like to. Yeah, let's go for another one.
You only have what? You probably have a squire, just one squire. You'd be limited. You'd be limited in hostages that way.
Okay. So, which one's more valuable? The last guy I picked up, or this guy?
I'm gonna say this guy is actually. Hold on. Here's a better question for you. Do you want him to be from Wessex or Naught? Naught being way up north. This guy's from
I don't
Naught.
care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Jesus.
Let's say the other guy is.
All right, cool. That'll be easier then. Then yeah, I don't have a hate. But this Saxon guy would probably kill me, and living by Virgil's code, that means kill this guy. I got low honor. This guy's dead.
That makes sense. All right, so he's gonna have a -10 on top of his -5. So he doesn't have a lot of success rate here. But basically, this is him trying to roll back to his feet and swing, and you've got the upper hand. He's not. He's not completely out for the count, but he's rolling a 23 minus 15. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's got to hit a pretty low number to succeed. So why don't you make an attack roll again?
Oh, gotcha. Wow, natural 1.
What's going on here?
It's close. He gets up and he swings, and you just kind of like you kind of like bend backwards, and the axe just barely slides past you, and then you reach forward with your spear. Let's see how you do. Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Damage.
Damage. Gotcha.
These are 5d6 rolls too. That's the worst part. Okay.
Yep.
This guy's got
Two
really
ones.
good damage. Lionel's big. He's size 15 and strength 16.
So 17
on
total
here?
damage. So he's at least hurt. But it's gonna go to the final round here. He is standing back
And
up
he's back
now.
on his feet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was worth a shot. Anyway, time to kill.
When you're ready.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It doesn't get much past anything. You take one
Yeah.
damage.
No,
One
one
damage.
damage. Not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Are we doing one more, or was that all 3?
That is all 3. You'll be continuing the duel into the next round of battle.
Man.
Yeah.
the dice are being cinematic, and we know it's being cinematic, which makes it strange.
Okay. To continue this onward through this wave, Mark, please roll 5d6 damage and subtract your armor and shield. Liam, 5d6, subtract your armor and shield. Thomas, 3d6, subtract your armor and shield.
Oh fuck.
I'm fine. Ooh, that is nasty. How's Sir Lionel looking?
He's got a lot of cons, so he's okay, but still not. That's not optimal.
Not optimal.
On that roll, you roll 6.
You roll like crazy on your own
Indeed.
damage.
Yeah.
Couldn't have rolled 7 on this.
That's the Coakley way, dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's now at 18 hit points.
And make Liam roll my damage rolls for me when I'm hitting you guys. Okay. So as we continue, we're gonna hold off on that. No, that battle's gonna continue that way. So forget what I said. Mark and Thomas, please give me a battle roll. Sorry.
Oh.
It's okay. Keep it. Thomas, we need to do general rolls first. At this point, you're at no negative.
Very good. I think I might like to activate... am I desperate enough to activate another passion? Yeah. I think activating a... I would like, if I could, to activate my love of Oslath, since I'm nearly certain we'll find her in Levcomagus.
Okay.
And I don't want to go insane while doing it. Good. Let's do this. 10 on battle.
And on battle. 3 on battle, you win. So you are
Very
now
good.
officially, all of you are in the winning side of these rolls now.
Hell yeah.
Is Iago staying engaged? And you don't have a choice, Lionel. You're heavily engaged for this fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Iago's engaged.
okay.
Push is lucky.
And you rolled a 6. Thomas, you need to make another battle roll to see where you personally are involved.
That's right.
Yeah.
Critical.
Critical. Okay. Critical will net you a heroic opportunity, friend.
I do like heroic opportunities. They are my kryptonite.
Okay, we'll start. We'll start with Iago. You have an encounter. Kinber, or Sinber. Ooh, nasty battle axe. Nasty battle axe,
Yeah.
that one.
But he's not on horseback.
He's not on horseback.
Iago will call upon his love of his family. Gives him +5, so it's 10 in total.
Okay, I suppose I will follow my normal thing where if you impassion, I impassion.
Makes sense.
And then 19 minus 5 plus 5. All right. Nice low roll for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright. Damage.
12
plus
damage. Oh,
Crits.
16
20.
minus. What did he have? A battle axe? So he just has 5. 23 is what he takes. Size is 18. So it's not double his size, but he still needs to make a dex roll. He falls over. All right, so that'll net you another 7, good sir. And then on top of that, you add 10 glory, and you take 4 dice of damage. If you want to roll that 4 dice.
I'll roll that now.
Yeah.
10 glory, you said?
Yeah.
1 point of damage.
10 glory plus a 7, so 17 total, Thomas. Yeah.
17.
Yeah, I did that.
Alright, all good, all done. He's at 23 hit points now.
Okay. All right, Edrich. You fight a Gwesi horseman who has a charge line for you. Actually, hold on. This is a
You
heroic
look
opportunity.
familiar. Was that your brother?
Yeah. You have a heroic opportunity, so I'm gonna give you a different scenario. I don't want it to be dual. I think we've had enough of those. I think you have the opportunity to rescue someone close to you.
Let's laugh.
Ooh.
I think who's been a hater or detractor of you? Let's maybe do it that way.
Oh, so many people. Christ.
Do we have to pick one?
Yeah. Let me actually scroll down on this big map.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many. I think there's
You
just
know
been a
what?
general distrust
Most of them died, actually.
You have an opportunity to lead a charge into their standard and kind of force them. Like, if you were able to take that standard, you'll probably force them to run.
I think I will. I think seeing that opportunity, I'll rally my group around me and go for a charge.
Okay.
Maybe if you wanted to do a rescue, like, no, so Erwin and me are kind of bros. He's a little upset with.
No, we're not going to do that. I think instead,
yeah.
what this is going to be is you're going to do this. You're going to fight 2 Saxons, though. 2 for 1 is like you're putting yourself in a little bit of risk if you want to take this.
Quite a bit of risk.
Heroic opportunities come with risk. That's how they work.
Let's do it. Let's see how it goes. Okay. No Great Spear. That's friendly. I am on a horse, so I get my horse bonus against them. I have Impassioned if you want to roll their passions.
I think it's only fair. So I'll do 1d20 verse 17 and 1d20 verse 16. Ooh.
Oh.
Second guy's got a +10.
Indeed. I think knowing that, I'm going to adjust my things accordingly.
Okay.
My sword is 27. I get essentially a +10 against these guys. I'm going to do 12 to the Great Axe. I'm going to do 15 to the Swordsman. So I'm going to roll against the Axeman first.
Okay.
18 over 20. And should I roll damage here, or should I go to the next one?
Go to the next
I
one.
think you should roll damage here. Oh.
That is a critical against the Swordsman.
That's good. You definitely want that. 1 sec.
Yeah, especially because he's got a little bit of a bonus. 300. I hate every Saxon I see, from Saxon A to
Saxon B?
yeah, that works. To Saxon E.
Let's do Saxon A to Saxon C.
Ooh.
Why not Saxon D? Saxon Z?
That is pretty good. I rolled a total of 18 plus 5 is 23. So I think I got 1 higher than him.
You did. We're going to downgrade that since you're both over 20 to a regular hit, but you'll hit both guys.
Indeed. This is against Axeman. Ski ba ba bada boop. Oh, do I do horse damage or do regular damage?
You're using a sword, so there's no option for horse damage.
That's what I've been doing the whole time. I just heard charge. 16 for the Axeman, 23 for sword guy.
Okay.
I can afford to do less damage on the Axeman because he doesn't have a shield.
16 minus 5.
Collect their standard. Shatter their hope.
Okay, and then you need to hold this out for give me a battle test. You have to beat a battle of 15 or less 3 rounds.
Let's do it.
Okay.
12.
Okay. Round 2.
All right. Shall we do it again?
Yep. When you're ready, you don't have a charge bonus, but you didn't have one last time anyways.
Yeah.
My numbers are prepped.
Indeed. This against Axeman.
Okay.
Critical.
That's good.
This against Sword Boy. 12.
Well, I didn't crit on you, so that's good.
That's good. That is good.
It's his size and strength.
I'll roll.
No, that's 5d6.
I'll roll my crit damage against Axe Guy.
Okay.
20. 37 to Axe Guy.
Axe guy falls. Edrich, you take 7 from. Or wait, no, you're. Wait, yeah, he did hit you this round. Yeah, so you take 7 from Cuthred.
I am low to unconscious, but I am still fine.
Give me your battle roll. Because you downed one of them, now you get a +5 to the battle.
Indeed.
Kutrid, son of Kutrid.
Should I, because he hit me for 23, which is above my size, should I roll horsemanship?
Yes, please. You're good?
Okay, battle +5, you said?
Yeah.
Critical.
Okay, there you go. You managed to get your hand on the standard. Your men start to come in and cut them down. You'll get 50 glory for this action.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I think blood from the wound that was cut just underneath his helmet runs down his cheek and chin, but he's got a smile on his face as he says, "Clean up the rest."
Okay. Then lastly,
And I'm
Go-
very, very sorry. How much glory did you say?
50 total.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah. And then you can go ahead and make your roll of damage. There's only... Oh, it can't. It's 2 dice, so cannot beat your...
Very cool.
Okay, so that brings us back to the duel with Lionel. Lionel, let's see here. You're fighting against... Where is it? Where is Liam's rolls?
Here's somewhere.
We're close, right? Gotta be close. Lots of Thomas, Mark, Thomas, more Mark, or Lionel, Spear. Okay, and then I was rolling. Where was I rolling against you? I was rolling against an 18 +5 -5 for your opponent. All right, when you're ready, Liam, you can give me your spear roll. You can choose if you were impassioned, you remain impassioned.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, good.
Yeah, you're continuing this duel against the enemy.
For some reason, I thought it was gonna wear off. All right, cool. They're still impassioned too, so they're rolling straight. Oh, that's so disappointing. It passes though.
I almost did the whole they can't hit you unless they crit. So, nevertheless, you managed to hit them. Hey, there you go.
All right, slightly more damage, boys.
And just wanted to check, did he have what weapon? He had a great axe, battle
He had
axe.
the great axe, so he had the 5 armor. He had the lower one.
Yeah. Another 14. And that's over his size. Down he goes. I'm gonna say he's unconscious. So you finished the duel there. And went into an extra round, so that's an extra number there. So 30. You're gonna get 30 glory. 30 glory, and then what do I normally give for the duel? 20. So you get 50 glory for those 2 rounds together, Liam.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
Lionel and Iago are shooting up in glory. They are comporting themselves very well.
Think about it like this: the way it's working out is the longer a duel happens, kind of to some degree, like the more, especially if it's hard fought, like the more impressive it is. You know, it's like we fought for, you know, what a great opponent this would be, and both of you are skilled, so it's not like you're just missing each other left, right, and center.
Yeah. It's I always look at misses not as like I swing my sword and it lands shy of him, and more of they manage to block it and shove it to the side or dodge or whatever. Like, you know, I always imagine it as a fight. Yeah,
especially in big armor like this. Okay, so that battle is done. You guys will have. How long are you going to stop in? Are you going to stop in for a couple hours, Edrich, to let first aid happen amongst your crowd?
I wouldn't mind first aid happening. I got slashed a little bit.
Okay. So all of you will be allotted your squire first aid.
Let's see how.
Please,
Cadwellon
everyone,
does.
make first aid tests.
Cadwellon, you fool.
I'm just gonna
Thank you,
assume I
Phelan.
have a 15-year-old squire for.
Hold on,
Lionel.
I gotcha.
Oh,
You have an
okay.
18-year-old squire for Lionel.
Hell yeah!
Every little bit helps.
Oh no, Thomas.
Every little bit helps. Success, and then that's 1d3. I'm just gonna do a d4 minus 1, I guess. No, because then I could roll a 1. Oh, but then it's just a 1. Whatever. I'm gonna do d3. 3.
There you go. Okay, is anyone in really bad shape?
Nope.
I do not need surgery. I am in pretty bad shape.
Aggravation level shape?
Let me reread the rules.
It's half your health.
Oh,
Less
in
than
that
that.
case, yes.
Okay.
Let
How
me-
far are
let me
you away
just
from
check
it?
something real quick. I am 3 hit points away from clearing that threshold.
Okay, yeah. I think they'll spare another squire to you, one of the older ones.
Okay.
3 health.
Very nice.
You are the marshal. They're not gonna be like, oh well, sorry.
No, that's okay. I understand. It vomits up blood. But thank you kindly.
Okay. Give me another battle roll to force the march into Levcomagus. This time, give me a -3 because you have been harried. You are wounded.
Yeah. Not gonna activate a passion for this. We die like men and beg for advantage if we don't. 11.
Okay. I will take awareness test from all. No, wait, no, I won't. I'm just gonna narrate this because I'd like to get further along. You come in and you can see there is already a battle ablaze in Levcomagus. It's still going. It's still a hot battle. You see the banners of Nanteleod crashing into the makeshift walled town. The advantage you have here is that they have limited forces defending against this western path as you come riding in.
It seems we've come just in time. Come, let us aid our... They're not Kimri, are they?
Yep.
They are Kimri?
Yep.
Let
Yeah,
us aid our
Kimri.
Kimri brothers.
They're different
Like,
tribes,
they're
but they're
Welsh. Yeah, exactly.
Different tribes, but they are
Kimri is like Celtic, basically British Celtic. Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, are
basically
the
the
Welsh...
Welsh.
Yeah, are the
Pretty
Welsh a
much.
different breed of people? No, we're all Kimri.
They aren't from the same kingdom. That's how you'd see them. Yeah.
Indeed. But we are all Kimric. So I say, let us aid our Kimri brothers. Crash where they are unaware. They will learn of our presence soon enough.
Okay. To be at the frontier, if you want to be part of a charge, you'll be facing a charge roll. You'll be going in ahead of the crowd. You'll be heavily engaged.
All right, let's do a charge.
I will not be doing that.
Will not
Okay.
be doing a charge.
Okay.
Iago is there for the charge.
Okay. So very first round, we assume the other two are in reserve for the first round, and we're not even gonna like give you a risk of getting hurt or fumbling or whatever for this one. I think.
If anybody wants to talk to Lionel to get him to do the charge, he has a 20 spear and he has a 20 lance and really should be up there.
In that case, do I kind of see Lionel go for it and then hold back at the last moment?
I'd say like as soon as the combat high of God, I fucking love Virgil goes away, he's definitely like, oh my God, I could have died out there. I think when they ask for volunteers, he's in the front, but his hand doesn't go up. He doesn't step forward. I think you can absolutely see that.
I'm gonna really quickly, because this is very much a matter of mercy versus cruelty. I think he will see this moment of reticence and go, Sir Lionel, you fought well, and with that spear you will be a terror in the battlefield. I recommend you continue. And he says that relatively loudly, like in the normal battlefield speaking voice.
His words say recommend. His eyes say I command you. Fuck that.
Are you? He's. I think he's lost his accent. He's so scared. I will do as the marshal commands, I suppose. Though perhaps I'd serve best as a second wave, sir.
He will incline his head and say, "As you wish," and you see a little icon in the corner that says, "Edrich will remember this."
It's terrifying.
All right, so just Iago in the front then for the first charge.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I really would join you, but
It's only Iago, actually. It's like Aragorn. He's just running just himself.
It's just one guy charging into, the rest of the army doesn't follow.
Yeah. For Levcomagus. Okay, for Sarum. That sounds better. So, when you're ready, man, give me a battle roll.
All right. He is going to impassion himself with Loyalty Lord, which I haven't done yet, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, I did
yeah.
left hand last time.
Indeed. Is this a different battle for the purposes of battle, or the same?
It is. Yeah, it is. It's a different battle.
All right, Loyalty Lord succeeds. I had a +5 to this battle roll.
Okay.
There we go. Success.
All right.
8.
An 8. All right. And then you're going to go ahead and give me a roll. Hold on. At the wrong. You're in the winning side given what's going on inside. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, you see a big Saxon kind of turn to face you as you move to charge. Maybe not so big. Size 15. So big he has two names, yeah. There's probably an error in the roller, but that's okay. I'll say his Wolf
counts
Eater.
as 2 people.
Yeah. He turns to face you with his sword. And he is on kind of like a makeshift palisade, so you won't have a mounted bonus, but you will have a charge bonus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a total of 10.
That's right.
5 for being impassioned and 5 for being
Yes.
charging.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I rolled less than you.
Still a win.
Yep.
Still win.
All right, give me your horse damage, sir.
Horse bonus, horse damage.
Yep.
24.
All right. And he had a sword, so he does get the 11 armor. That is well over his size, but not double. So dex test. He stays up on the palisade. You can see you've clearly wounded him. This is someone that's not going to let you get away. He's going to keep trying to go at you. Mm-hmm. So as we move into the next round, just as you start to like clash with them, you hear the sounds of the horns signaling retreat, and you hear similar sounds, or not similar. Reactionary horns go off from Nanteleod's armies at the same time. Mm-hmm. We'll see how that plays out. Edrich, what do you want to do with this as you sit in the reserves as the first charge goes in successfully?
If the enemies are retreating, first order of business is seeing if we can take Levcomagus and see who's slow enough to be captured.
Okay. So you're gonna go in to Levcomagus. Do you want to say engage for this round?
Yes, he'll be fine with that. Edric's oeuvre is single combat and also urban warfare with Siege of 15, so he's good.
All right. Mark, real quick, let's just continue. We got to do your 2 more rounds of this duel that you're fighting. So let's do that real quick. When you're ready, go ahead and make another attack.
All right. This one's just for the +5. Oh, I almost rolled to Florence. Seven.
Oh.
Oh no, he crit.
Oh. Okay. Shit. Sword. That's okay. That could be okay. We'll see.
It's not too bad.
It could be worse, but it also could be much better.
18 total.
34 minus 6, yeah.
18. Math.
It's not Florence.
I still like Iago. I don't want Iago to die. He just got a ton of glory.
He is unconscious.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You take another 5 as you fall off onto the palisade and hit your head.
He is at 1 hit point.
Oh my god. Don't worry, we're coming to get you.
Okay.
Now that he's unconscious, does he get any glory for being in the Vanguard?
Oh yeah, you get what did I say? Technically, it's not really truly the first charge because that already happened, but it still would be. What's the base glory for heavily engaged? 12 glory. Then a duel on top of that it lost. So we will go with 12 plus 10 plus
Lionel's sitting there like,
42.
Glad that isn't me.
that could have been me. That made the right call.
Yeah, 42 glory. I mean, when you're running down to your third character, you're like your third string, like, you know.
Did pretty well.
If it wasn't for that crit, it probably wouldn't have been so bad either. Okay, so let me just make sure. Yeah, I did roll an 18. Okay. Iago's pretty hurt. You can make your Squire test. He'll come to you right away. For those in engaged, did I get you to roll battle yet? I don't think I did. So go ahead and both roll battle.
Absolutely.
Squire
I am going to activate a passion because we need to put our best foot forward with these guys. I'm nearly completely certain my wife's here, but I'm not going to roll that again. I will roll my honor because it might be too cheap to do love family here. Don't go insane. Good.
Okay.
16 battle.
16 battle. Okay, 16, and then for Lionel, we need a battle roll.
You're Lionel, Liam.
I am Lionel. You're so right. Battle roll with no passions. That's a natural 1 success.
Okay, engaged on the winning side. 1 and what did you roll, Thomas? 16? Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Guess who's called for another duel? But for Lionel, Lionel, you just have an encounter, so this is just a one-time exchange against Ethelherd.
Ethelherd is so racist.
Very racist.
That's Lionel's boy, yeah?
Yes, Ethelherd, this is your opponent. He's a swordsman. He's not on the palisade because you didn't charge in.
Yeah, let's get him. Just straight on spear. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, you had a plus
All right.
5.
Oh, then I got a 15 on that. Then.
All right, you got him.
Hey, nice.
Nice. Horse damage for a standard charger is 66 or 5d6?
66.
Oh, I've been rolling less damage than I should have been then.
Well, you didn't have any charge in the previous.
Oh, that's right. You
scenarios.
have to have a charge for it.
Yeah.
That's right. Do I have a charge now? I don't.
Yeah, you do. Yep.
Oh, I do. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're charging into a makeshift walled city.
17 damage for the third time in the night. This time with an extra d6.
Oh, man.
17. What did he have again? He had a sword. Damn it. Let's see if he at least falls over.
I've winged him.
Yes, he falls over. Ha ha! You down him. So you get 7 glory there, Lionel, plus 10 more glory.
All right,
Very
so that's
nice.
leave me at 107, I think.
You are at 127.
127. Jesus.
Okay. Let's see here. So 3 dice of damage. See, we got 4 dice of damage for 3 dice. Okay, your duel, sir. Wilbur. Great
Wilbur.
spear.
Indeed.
You are impassioned or no?
I am.
All right, so is he.
Indeed. So do I... With him with the Great Spear, I don't get a horse bonus. Am I charging?
You never are if you never get a charge bonus if you have a sword.
Indeed. In that case, never gonna get it. My sword is way better. Let's do this. I am impassioned, so we'll see how it goes.
On the bright side, he doesn't have a great sword. Yeah, he can't beat that. Oh, but he can at least do that.
He can match it, yeah.
Yeah. But no, you get the higher end, so you can do normal damage to him.
18.
That'll hurt. Okay, and let's go ahead and move into the closing this. So now you're in close quarters with him.
Indeed. Not a great place for him to be in a regular situation. Let's see how it goes. Another critical.
That's what you needed.
A pretty low, but still 29 damage.
He'll drop. That's another 20, 20,
Bless you.
20, 30 glory for you, Thomas.
Very nice. Thank you kindly. All right, perfect.
Okay.
I think as Edrich slides in, I actually have a really quick thing to look for.
Before you get into any mechanics or mathematics or anything of the sort, narratively, as you guys close in, that addresses everybody, yes, or did we not quite yet? Lionel hasn't gone, has he? Or yeah, Lionel has. Yeah.
Lionel
just
only had an encounter.
Got his
Yeah, he's
exchange.
good.
Yeah. Okay. We do have to say that is still 4 dice of damage to Lionel, 3 to. Here, I'll just roll it. So Lionel,
Indeed.
nothing. Edrich, nothing. So you guys are okay.
Good.
Okay. So as you make your way in, you see this all happening at once. You see the Wessex forces start to be run off the battlefield. In the retreat, you see 1 unit of Nanteleod's forces charge after them. You see everyone else hold. What do you guys want to do?
I
It's up
think.
to the marshal.
Yeah, I think this is a question for you, Bob, as like knightly etiquette. Would it be like glory hogging if we run after the fleeing ones, like behind the Nanty boys, or
No. I mean, everything has
In that
its
case,
consequences,
yeah.
so have at her, right?
yeah?
Hey,
I think...
what I'll say is this: the force that went after them is nowhere near the size of the force that's retreating.
Got you. In that case, I think we are going to go after them in case they have a last-minute rally.
Okay. Okay, let's see here.
We don't have to, but the victory needs to be decisive.
No, it's all good. I'm gonna give Florence your kin. What was his name? Blethant. Or rather, Mark.
me.
Mark, I'm gonna give you the ability to play Blethant, and since he's technically Florence's man right now, or one of the. I don't think he's sworn to you, right? He's just a mercenary knight at this point.
No, I think he's sworn to me. I'm not sure actually. He saved my life, so it's part of
In
my
that
my
scene, I
Yeah,
watched it again. He's for sure a mercenary knight in that one. He's a
Okay.
mercenary knight that
Yeah.
was
After
He's sworn to you
put him on
by
after that.
came
by
part of
coin. It's like Blackwin, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you did take him on?
That's true.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, because he saved his life. So
Okay. Okay, so Blethant, you should see a sheet for this. All right. So as you guys move after the unit that went after the charge, Yampa, if you want to join us.
Ooh.
See if you're able to. If not, no worries.
also I can't see Blethyn.
He might be under.
He's under Thomas's stuff, but you should see his sheet and be able to control it.
I do not.
No?
No.
Oh, it's because only Thomas can see him. Hold on. There you go.
That'd do
Now it's all players.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, I can't see the chat. All right, I'll drag him in. Just join, Yampa. Just join your normal chat, and I'll drag you over. All right, these are gonna get a little messy for a second as we do this, so just bear with us.
This is gonna be so cool.
Yampa about to attack us?
Get him, Yamp.
We're down to like secondary and
Time
tertiary
for war
characters
has
at this
come.
point. Yeah. What's the name of this room? Just someone tell me real quick. I'm looking through the list.
Pendragon stream.
There we go.
Bedroom.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh.
All right, cameras will get weird for a second. In fact, just bear with us. If things get messy, just wait longer. Okay.
Welcome.
Hello.
Yes. Welcome. Hi, Yampa. This is great.
I'm just getting us all
The only
set
one
up
that
here.
did not listen to orders.
Hey, everyone here's listening to my orders, and those orders say kill him.
There we go. And then I just need to throw in the guest stuff, and then we're good. Everything else
In
looks
Edric's
good.
mind, he's like, if they rally, or if there's an ambush, those people are probably going to be in bad shape. And also, killing Saxons is good fun.
All right. So you're going to pursue them out of Levcomagus. I'll grab their shield real quick. Wessex. Come on. Cerdic, maybe? What's it called? Yeah. So Cerdic's banner. And then...
Glad I didn't use my love family.
Well, why are they so much bigger than ours?
They're compensating.
I will note that their forces.
Mantis boys.
Yeah, they're on the run, but their forces are significant, right? You are pursuing a much bigger army, so we know. Well, I haven't actually determined what Yampa's what Rune's rather goals are with this, but it would be good for you all to know. As long as you know, I don't need to know. Does that sound good? You can tell me as we go. But we move into battle here. I'm gonna drag. Oh wait, Rune, you have your sheet, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly just overwrite it because you played a little bit last week, right? 1 second.
I did, yes.
Do you tick anything last week? Do you remember? Maybe.
Not that I remember from the cameo. No.
Yeah, I don't remember anything critting for him.
What about in Friday? This Friday?
I did do heraldry and recognize and a few things on Friday on our game.
We'll overwrite that for you real quick. So just give me a sec. I'll take your permissions away. I just gotta add them back, and then you're good to go. So Rune.
My camera.
All right, Yampa. You should see your sheet again and be able to use it.
Watch that open over here. Perfect.
Okay. All right, sirs, when you are ready, we need to determine where you're all in. I think you can be as far back as disengaged. You can't be a pursuing army and be reserved. Is that fair? Yeah. So, disengaged would be where the general's sitting, probably, or the marshal. If you want to be beyond that, you have to choose. But that is your default spot in this pursuit.
Yeah. Edrich doesn't particularly need to have the glory of killing these guys. He just needs to coordinate. I think disengaged is fine.
Couldn't even say that with a straight face. So
yeah, he really wants to fight.
Yeah, but you are heavily engaged, sir.
Yeah, I am pursuing. I am looking for the glory. I'm trying to get all of that.
Yeah, Rune is in pursuit, heavily engaged. What about Blethant and Lionel? We're down to we're recruiting people from college at this point and bringing them up to the big leagues. Like we're 5 characters deep in some cases.
I am so grateful that crotchety Edrich has somehow remained alive at this point.
If you didn't, it would have been real bad for your armies. I'm just saying, you would have really cost Salisbury.
So Blethant will be engaged.
So I've got disengaged, engaged, heavily engaged. Lionel, where do you want to sit in this? Liam.
I think we're on a winning side here. I think he's gonna fight in the front. I think he's gonna be heavily engaged. He's doing pretty well health-wise. Do we get another squire check for healing?
You won't in this case because you're going right in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go.
Okay. So we got 2. Why don't we start with the 2 heavily engaged? You're going to be the first to clash. But we'll start with Thomas with a battle test as a general.
I think.
Hold on.
Going to. Oh yeah.
You won't actually have the opportunity to lead the first part. It's actually Yampa's glory.
Very good point. Yeah.
Yampa, you will be making a battle roll, good sir.
Yampa, what's your battle?
Not my forte. I'll say that.
Oh no.
Impassion.
You know what? Yeah,
combat is dangerous. So
I will do. You know what? Simple. I'll do this. So to Nanteleod.
Yeah.
I'm out here representing.
Hell yes.
And I will try to do this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, your battle was 7 before? Oh, thank God.
Okay, that's good.
Oh,
That's good.
very good.
All right, that'll put you at stalemate with them. So
If your battle's 12 naturally, you should
You'd
have
be
a
at,
slightly higher roll. It doesn't matter,
You'd
but
be 12.
yeah.
that's
That
okay.
is right,
So you
yes.
plus 10
Indeed.
is, a
An exalted passion.
Exalted Passion of 20 gives you a +10.
Yeah, +10, not +5 for exalted. And remember that because you'll have that for the round. All right, sir.
Yeah.
You come
So
crashing in.
plus 10.
Yep. So now you make another battle roll rune with a +10. Lionel, if you're going heavily, you also get to roll here for your battle.
I believe in you.
Here we go.
I want to kill Cerdic so bad. Oh.
What was that?
Failed.
18 fail.
Solana got a fail.
Fail is still an encounter, at least with the stalemate, and not the most risky of ones. I gotta bring up those Ironsworn tables. Because we have an Oracle encounter.
Ooh. Oh, he's on Google, everybody.
2D100, Yampa.
2D100? I don't want to kill anyone. Hold on.
You're in the wrong battle then.
Very, very true.
89 and 40.
I
Is
think
is it
Rune is
2D100
screaming.
for both of us?
What's that?
Is it 2D100 for both of us or just for Yampa?
Just for him. Yeah, he's got an Oracle opportunity. He rolled.
Yep.
Yeah, the usual quiet Rune is just going berserk, screaming, break them, bleed them, drive them from our land.
Oh, this guy rules.
Okay, you know, I don't even have to add anything to that. I rolled lose opinion. I think some of your men are not used to this rune, and depending on how this goes, we'll see. I think
welcome
you.
in Salisbury, though, man.
Yeah.
Spent less than a day in Salisbury, and already he's come out talking like us. I think this is good.
Okay. Rune, you see a spear, a great spear, mount against you as you're charging in. Are you gonna run that person down?
Yeah, I think at this moment Rune is yeah he will.
Okay.
Or he'll try to at least.
Yep. When you are ready, you do not get a mounted bonus against his opponent, but you do have a charge bonus +5 and a +10 on top of it.
He'll have his spear plus a +15.
Yep.
What?
That's right. Very
Okay.
nice.
And so you do your horse damage, and you do critical on top of that.
I'll be calculating your glory for this episode, and I'll just mention it in Stream Fam after it's done.
I appreciate that. The
Critical is
It was a-
46.
46.
Ooh.
That's a lot of ones.
A lot of ones, but it's still 31 damage.
31 damage is still a lot.
The one's not bad.
Yeah. You see the person, and you just come in, and as they look up to you, and you run your blade like right across their neck, you see the visage of a woman, a lady fighter, and it just sticks with you. Yep, you might do that. The question is, will Rune? Because I think Rune's a little
He
less
has never,
ruthless.
yeah,
Yeah.
he has never done that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just sticks with you. It's like
Yeah.
at the same time, that's what they get for being on the battlefield. You know, that's what they get for putting a woman on the battlefield. It's just not something that you've personally done with your own sort of ethics and morals and the way society treats the differentiation between the two where you're from, if that makes sense. Now, is this a trained warrior? Absolutely. So behind the scenes, we all know what it actually means. You killed another warrior. But in this current state, you can tell that the men around you kind of are surprised to see that her helmet like comes off and long hair underneath, and it's a moment.
Yeah, I think it doesn't strike rune just yet, but it will.
Yeah, that's perfect. So with that, what did you roll again? What was your roll was okay. So you get 12 glory plus 20 for the oracles, so 32 glory, and you get you take 0 wounds from the tides of battle as you crash in, leading viciously from the front. All right. So next thing's next there. That brings us to Lionel.
Lionel.
Yeah. You have an encounter with an opponent. Your foe is Ethelwolf.
Ethelwolf.
He has a
All
great
right,
spear.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's bad for me.
You guys are real.
You still have a charge bonus, so +5. You just don't get the mounted bonus.
Not great. Not great on my part.
Less.
Still
There you
better.
go.
Better than the 7.
I'm like, watch me roll
17.
17 again. Just.
And a decent damage roll this time. Something
Good.
that's above
That
a
is good
20.
damage.
Man.
With 15 in one go,
Yeah.
he might be on his butt.
He is on his butt. So you get 9 plus, or sorry, get 7 glory plus an additional 12 glory. So 19
Pretty
glory.
good.
19 glory, and you get some tides of battle. Nope, you get no damage from the collateral
Hell,
damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a good round for Lionel.
That brings us to Blethant. Are you in engaged? Okay. Go ahead and
Yeah.
did you make your battle roll yet? I don't think so, right?
Nope.
Go ahead and make a battle roll.
Sure thing. 1. I'm 50.
All right. A 1 is a success, so slightly less dangerous that way. You are on stalemated with engaged. 1. Okay. You have an encounter. Ethelhierd. Battle axe 14. So gets the -5 to the roll.
Alright.
So
Blessed will come in using his spear, because he is Kimry, I believe. He's
He is.
yeah, he is. Yeah, Blethant is.
Aldrich might have wandered far from the field, but he didn't wander
Not
that
that far.
He's the bastard. He's the bastard son of Edric's old uncle, the coward one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one responsible for me getting cursed by the Fae in the first place. I.
1 on 19.
Very nice.
Failure.
Oh. Ooh.
Right.
All right.
He's pretty strong. Ooh, but that's a bad roll.
Still enough to do
Leaving.
damage.
6 damage.
Mm.
All right, that's all you need. You'll get 7 and 7. Okay, 19 glory as well.
This is going pretty good.
Add 3 more glory for Lionel. I messed up which column he was on. Thomas.
Understood.
3 more
Yeah.
glory?
Yeah,
How much glory was that for Blethant?
19.
19. There we go.
And you, sir, take. Oh, you do take some damage from. You take 5 damage as Blethant from the collateral damage.
Oof.
It's those
Luckily, he's
arrows, man.
tough.
All right. It usually represents javelins, a sword swinging your way on your offside, stuff like that. And,
A bird pooping on you.
Gotta
Bird
be a
pooping.
javelin. It's always the javelins.
it's
It's-
probably a
it's
lot of
it has to be.
javelins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Edrich, in disengaged. Battle roll, sir.
I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to activate a passion here
Okay.
until like more time for a push begins. Let's roll battle. I clicked the thing. I'll click it again, and we'll go with the first one that pops up.
I'll click it again.
And I'll click it again.
9 is the first one that popped up.
Okay. All right. You have the standard encounter. So as you guys are riding them down, there's probably some footmen that are moving slower than others. You see this one with a battle axe. Oh, he's a mainlander from Saxony. So he turns around. He's like, ah! It moves right at you.
I told you they would rally.
Oh, you're gonna run him down. You might as well go out swinging, right? That's his thought.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. I've got a +5. He's got a -5.
Yeah.
What a brave guy that
Critical.
hates Britons. Oh.
Yeah, he did.
He
Probably.
missed.
Oh, he's
Probably dead.
fucked. Oh.
Oh, yeah, he's
my
super
god.
fast.
Oh man.
That bonus damage is
Yeah, he's
brutal.
gone.
Yeah.
You're just like
Look at that.
he like goes to like jump
Four.
towards you and you just run him through with your blade. Pull back.
3 6s and a 5 on that
Yeah.
on that bonus damage roll.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Great googly.
Great googly moogly.
All right.
I think Edrich, as much as there's ferocity in that strike and a severe amount of strength, the most insulting part of it is probably how much he's focused on continuing the rest of the battle. Don't let them get too far in. If they are surrounded, they can die.
Okay. That is glory for you. Let's see, you rolled a 2, so let's do your damage. Tides of collateral damage.
I rolled a 9 with the first one.
Did you?
Yeah, that's right. 9 and then a 2. But we went with the first one.
What do you mean 9 and then 2? Oh,
Because I rolled and then it didn't work.
Oh, you rolled
so
battle
I
twice.
rolled again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So be enough.
We can just
yeah.
we can just
I
go
went,
with the one.
I went with the
we
second
did.
one. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, very cool.
I
That's
didn't see
okay.
that. No damage.
Very nice.
Yeah. And
what was the glory? Sorry about that.
that'll be 10, 20 glory.
Very nice.
Because you killed your opponent.
Keep them moving. Don't let them get too far ahead.
Crunch them.
Don't
Okay.
do that. Who said that?
So as you move towards pursuit of them, what is your intention here? Like you'll be able to harry them all the way as they start to move, across the waterways. I want to say the rivers, the tributaries towards Duplain.
My intent is to stop if they get to the water plane, but my main intent is to make sure that the forces from Nanteleod, who have gone a little bit ahead, well, a lot ahead of the rest of the group, don't get surrounded or ambushed. So it's mostly just when they stop, we'll stop.
Okay.
But if they don't stop at the waterways, it's up to that, or we'll try to rein them in. Do we recognize the rune, like at the head of this?
Heraldry. I don't think recognize is an option. I think it's a heraldry roll.
So Blethyn does not have heraldry, so I'm going to say he does not know.
Okay. You can roll versus a 3, Mark. I think it's default.
I'll try it.
I can't make out the heraldry. They're moving really quickly.
He spends a lot of time around Florence, so he knows about heraldry, but he doesn't know about heraldry.
Yeah. Remember, this is we determined when Liam wasn't here for the episode Blethyn first came in, but he's a guy that literally stole armor off of a dead knight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Armor
fun.
and horse.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he was
knows
officially
how to
knighted.
kill, right?
he was never
Yeah, he
officially
wasn't.
knighted. Yeah.
He's pretended that he is.
Yeah.
And really,
Yeah.
who's going to check?
Florence isn't. He doesn't care.
All right. So yeah, we'll say you don't see it. You just see the Nanteleod banners, but you don't see who's at the helm. All right. Does everyone want to stay where they are, or does anyone want to move? You can move one up or one down from where you were without a battle test.
I might move one up because I would like to see if I can get to Sarun and kind of say, we've probably done enough. Let's not get too far ahead of the main army.
I mean,
I'd say
Rune
oh,
at
sorry,
this
go
point
ahead.
is pushing. Yeah, Rune is pushing at this point.
You would have to go 2, Thomas. You'd have to make a battle test to go up 2.
You have to make a battle best get
Yeah.
all the way up to him. Otherwise, it'd
Don't-
take another round.
Don't
Rune
go-
is on a warpath.
Yeah.
I really want to. I don't think I will.
Attaboy. Virgil's so happy for you. So proud of you. Special little guy.
Don't make
I
this
think,
harder than it has to be, man.
I think
Come with
Lionel,
me. Let's get
I
all
think
the
Li-
glory, man.
I think Lionel's staying up front. It's good. The last round went really well for him, and this is good. This is good FaceTime for the hounds. Right now they're seeing one of the hounds be right up there in the shit, and I think he's a little high on that. So
Okay.
I will still go regularly engaged. Sorry, you go.
So Blethyn is happy to stay regularly engaged because he's a brave knight, but he also doesn't really have a dog in this fight.
Okay, let's do for the heavily engaged. Let's do them first, and we'll do the 2 engaged first. So for the 2 heavily engaged, I need a battle roll each. Actually, we'll start with Rune. I need you to make another battle test. You're still at the head of the army.
Would we have gotten? No, never mind. Yes, he is still.
Just straight up, should I impasse it again? Probably. Because we don't want to lose this. I'm going to do honor. I think at this point it's honor. It's like he is on the head of it, you know.
Okay.
At the head of it.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
We'll try to do that.
I remember when I was insanely passionate about 2 things.
So still in a stalemate
He's
position.
making his
That's good.
way.
Okay, now for the heavily engaged, I'll get you both to make a battle test, Lionel and Rune.
Do you want me to roll again, or?
Yeah, each of you make a
it's
battle.
it's for a different thing this time.
Your first one was a battle.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're still-
you'd still have
you're
the
still in
you'd still
passion.
have the passion. Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I would have still been that.
indeed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Success
2,
either way.
2 and a 9, both successes. Heavily engaged, 2 and 9. Okay, so the 2 is just a straight encounter for you, Yampa. You're fighting Cinewolf, or King Wolf. He has a battle axe. You have a +5 mounted bonus. He has a -5 for not being mounted.
And then you're
And-
also
Impassioned with an exalted. So
yeah.
that's a +10.
So-
Yeah.
plus 15 in total.
So do you want
See
me to
where we're
roll
at.
to attack first, or?
Yep. Smack him dead.
Yeah. Kill this
Roll
man.
ahead.
Ideally,
Let's go. I gotcha.
This
Very
motherfucker.
Nice.
Got him.
What's your base sword? 19.
It's 46, right? Whoops.
Yeah.
All right. Not bad.
Good.
That is double his
Not
size.
like this guy has a shield. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on his ass. Okay. So he's on his ass. You're gonna get total as you knock that guy down, but don't quite kill him. You're gonna get 19 glory for that.
Very nice.
Break them! Drive them from our shores!
Lionel, you have a duel against Aethelred.
Aethelhard.
What is your wound level? Are you about half? Liam?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Lionel again. I am above half still. I'm almost to halfway down.
Okay.
I'm
So
at,
your opponent...
my total's 34. I'm at 21.
Your opponent is this guy right here.
8th
I'm gonna kick his ass. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm trying to move through this quickly, guys. If we can just run through
Yeah.
it. So we
Is
close
he?
it.
He's using sword. It looks like.
Yep.
Yes, correct.
Cool.
Hey, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
That's the third time that's happened to you. It's still a win though.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's even lower than the 17 I usually get.
You'll get you'll still get, let's see, under half. You'll get 15 glory. Or
I've winged him. Yeah.
actually no, it's a duel. Never mind, this continues. When you're ready, sir.
continues.
All right.
Yep.
You want me to do it again?
Yep.
Bam.
Got him again.
All right. Let's
More
get some
damage.
actual damage on this one. 11.
Exactly his armor.
You
A third time, sir. Third time, sir.
It's getting worse.
Let's go. Okay, he fails this time.
All right. No armor for him. And that's
Okay,
some decent
tw-
damage.
Like it.
20 minus 5, so 15. And he stays up. But no, 20 damage, 4 damage. What was his size and con? Yeah, he's got a lot of con. All right, let's just go one more, Liam. Might as well just play this
All
out.
right. Yeah, let's finish it.
You're gonna-
I'm down for that.
You're gonna be bound in this for a while.
This is where he crits you.
That's a crit.
He
All right,
crits.
all right.
That's where I crit.
So this will be what you're
All right,
doing in the
that's-
next round, but you're basically done. Yeah.
I have a 5d6. This is so. It's making me so. 13.
That's still fine. That's still 28. It's okay. It's okay.
28 minus 28 minus 5. So yeah, he's dead now. You kill him.
Good
so
riddance.
that duel will conclude over 2 rounds. You'll get the glory for facing him twice. So 24 glory plus 10. So 32 glory. Or 36.
All right.
34 glory. Okay. That concludes the heavily engaged. And now we move to our engaged folks. Both of you can make a battle test.
I would like to impassion myself.
Pleasant will do the same. Loyalty Lord. Success.
In this, I would like to do love of family.
13.
Critical battle. Rolled a natural 19.
Yeah.
Which would have been a crit anyway.
Nice.
Okay. Edrich, you see Oslif bound on the back of a horse, led by a horseman.
I am getting my wife back. I will save my wife.
Okay.
There
It's
is
your-
no world in which he leaves this alone.
Okay, and then Blethant, 13 out of 20. You have an encounter with Kinwolf. Another one.
Another Kinwolf.
Listen, they
This
only got so
Kinwolf is
many
a
names.
Brave motherfucker.
Brave and
I
actually really good with a great spear.
I think
Great
Yeah.
spirit.
Kinwolf might just be a John for the Saxons. You know what I mean?
Think so.
They like
Fortunately, he's
wolves.
facing a
Ooh,
critical.
very
That's
nice.
17.
Can't beat that. Oh, you are impassioned though, so technically, I have to do that. Sorry, friend.
Yeah.
16. What did he have? 18, so plus 3
That's
versus
right.
23. Yeah. You get him.
Oh, hell yes.
All right, so
Yeah.
give us your damage, sir. 17, 13.
30 damage.
30 damage. That is not quite double his size, so he goes to horsemanship. He's not. He's got a great spirit. Just dex.
Yeah, he's not on a horse. Just
Dirty
dex.
dex.
Oh.
Oh, critical. Damn.
But 30 might KO him. Con inside? No, probably not.
He's knocked out on his feet.
His size and con are pretty good.
Yeah.
That's 34.
He's probably got. He probably had unconscious, so 30 minus
half is
5.
8, I think.
I'm a very brave Saxon. I didn't get hit in the face so hard that my shoes flew off. Okay.
He's like 1 off of unconscious, so he's got to roll under a 9 to not go unconscious from the major wound. And he goes unconscious from the major wound.
Very nice.
Yeah. He does, but it's impressive. He does like a spin, and he's almost like staying up, and he goes to take a step, and then he does a thing like someone that's been KO'd, but they have like a delayed KO. He just like pitches forward. Yeah.
Who laned it?
He got glory for that KO. You did, but he also did. Unfortunately, that was his last glory, but his family will remember him. Kinwolf the Brave. Okay, so that brings us to Edrich. As you see...
how much glory did Blethyn get for that?
Oh yeah, good call. That was just an encounter. 20 glory, 20 plus his crit.
Awesome. Handled. But yeah, so Edrich is feeling really, really pleased that he made the decision to help this rogue knight of Nanteleod, because he's 100% getting his wife back.
If Virgil were here, he would be all in on this one with you, buddy. Sadly,
if Florence was here, he'd be here, but...
Indeed.
Sadly, Virgil and Florence are both in a better place. Bed.
Yeah. Imagine they're sitting across from each other, glowering, just they slowly heal.
Do you have any friends?
I would love an odd couple where they're both kept in the same medical tent.
We'll say Alban and Bar are with you right now. Amongst other knights.
But yes, what do I need to do to save my giant wife?
So basically, they're crossing the ford. If they get to the ford without you chasing them down, there's a risk that the positioning will change and that you'll lose your opportunity, short of crashing into the enemy units. With your critical battle, you can tell they're going to hold at the ford, and that's going to change this entire thing. Because they have the army to do that, right?
That's exactly why Edrich was going to stop at the ford and try to hold back Sir Rune, because when the momentum shifts, it's going to be bad for us. Now I want my wife back.
Battle roll, sir.
Let's do it.
Wait, sorry.
Oh, yep.
Just negate that. Doesn't matter. You can't fail it anyway, so there's no risk in doing it. Gotcha. My point is that I think you need to race them down. So I want you to test energetic, and I want you to test horsemanship. And I say you've been fighting a while, so the number of battles you fought in this week will be a negative to both rolls.
Indeed. So I'll be fighting 2 or 3? Negative 2 or 3.
We'll count this as 3.
Okay. Now, my energetic is 20, and I am insane and impassioned. So that is a +7 there. Success on energetic.
Almost a crit.
Almost a crit. And on horsemanship, success.
Okay. So, what I didn't tell you is you needed a 15 over both to get there perfectly. No, it's not done yet. It just doesn't mean it's closed right now. It means that you are moving, you feel like you're keeping up with it, you're able to keep up with it. Your horse is not keeping up with it. You need to spur your horse into action here.
This horse is probably getting on there in years.
Yeah, and also you've been keeping it rather busy, and you're in a hot pursuit of enemy right now. I will give you a second opportunity with horsemanship because you succeeded at energetic. I will give you a +5 to this horsemanship. You're still going to need that 15, though.
Still with the -3?
What did I do? Yes.
Can I give him a bonus if I'm like still charging after them?
You know what? I'll take away the -3. Why not? Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
I want the cinematic if we can.
God. There we go.
Okay. So just as they reach the ford, you catch up with this horseman, and he turns to you. You recognize this guy. This is one of the Gwesi that I'm going to roll his stats, and then I'm going to roll if he doesn't have a sword or a spear, I'm going to have to roll something else for him. Osric. Rather than spear, add 5 to that and call it, rather than great spear, add 5 to that, call it spear, like on a horse, like
Indeed.
right. So Osric is one of Kenric's men, one of the prince's men. You've seen this guy at your hall several times.
It's like, I think it's hearing amidst the din of the battle and the rushing of hooves is the wheezing of the horse, and Edrich eyes glowering from beneath the mail coif as he says, "Give me back my wife." Lad, I'm coming.
Fuck him up.
All right, sir. So he is rocking a pretty good number, just so you know. He's
I know.
I
86.
said I established that his 16
Yeah, that he had a
is a
+5
+5, and then he's got a +5 on top of it. So,
and we're both on a horse. I need to win this, so I know I'm gonna roll below a 5. Never mind.
Oh,
got him.
Very nice. Okay, let's roll damage. 19. 12. We're feeling okay. 31 damage.
31.
Which is not quite twice his size.
Okay.
But still a lot.
Not quite twice, but he now has to roll horsemanship. Oh, he holds on. What is it? 31 damage, though, you said?
31, that's right.
31. This guy does have chainmail. He's a Gwesi.
Love of
proper.
life is a powerful drug.
I love my wife so much, you guys.
15.
You love your wife so much you can even excuse that she's a filthy Saxon.
Look, I might be racist, but I love my wife more. By 1 as of this battle.
There's a bunch of guys helping him, and he's like, "Oh, she's a Saxon. Oh, I'm out." They all just.
what? Never mind.
Yeah. Okay, that brings us to another round. That will not down him. That does not KO him. Doesn't even major wound him though. Close. Size 16.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's got chainmail and he's got a shield. This guy's dressed like any other Kimry. Yeah.
Indeed. That's what Edric's been killing for a long time now. It's Anarchy. I think he says in Saxon, "You die tonight, Osric."
Oh, hold on. Someone just clarified. It should go off con. No, con's still 16 though. And you rolled oh yeah, you rolled 17.
It is con, and also it is still 16.
Wait, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. 15 is what he took for damage though. 31
right,
minus
yes.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep. Okay. Still holds.
Still under
Yep.
6.
Yep.
Come on, big money, big money, big money. Critical again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
close, fam.
Yeah.
That's more like it. That is 33.
16 plus 17 minus 16 is what I'm going to say. So 17 more off the 15, 32. He's got a con of 16, size of 16. So 32. He falls off. Okay, so he falls off. The horse falls over. Edrich, if you're going to try and reach out and help her, this is going to be a dex roll for you, my friend.
No.
Yeah.
Can I help him in any way?
I don't think so. I think you are raid bound right now, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Kill his wife.
I-
Save him
I-
the trouble.
I really do appreciate it. Even with the exalted passion, it's still not likely that I succeed. So
No, this is gonna be rough.
let's do it. That is a success. It would have been a success even
It would have been
without
success
it.
anyway.
I love my wife so much. I love my wife.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
we're gonna establish you actually. I'll ask you this because I think it's only fair. Without a crit and without a high dex roll, I think this is you choosing to fall off your horse and kind of help like catch her as she's going down.
100%. It's
Okay.
absolutely happening.
Yeah. Okay.
I will break her fall.
Roll
with
a
my
d6,
armored body.
good sir, and that is the damage you'll take for falling off your horse. You are volunteering to eat
This
shit
knocks
and
you out.
fall off your horse.
Yeah,
It
eat shit,
could.
fall off your horse.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
The power of love protects me.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the power of love.
And what
I am
is
not
your
even
more for
below- I am not
Oslaf?
even.
Or
My
love.
more for Oslaf.
Love.
My love is 17.
Okay. Ticket. I don't think it's a jumping up from that is
Absolutely.
yeah.
100%. But yeah, with this, if I took 1 more health damage, I would be below my threshold, and I would be unhealthy.
Yeah. I was thinking about it, I'm like, you can just pull her to your horse. I'm like, wait, we're talking about Oslaf. You're not gonna like straight up friggin' one arm pull her over to your horse. Are you kidding me?
No, she's giant.
She's like size 17 or 18 or something. Yeah. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It had to happen before they reached the ford,
Yeah.
because otherwise I would have had to push through, and that is a suicide mission.
all right, so you've rescued Oslaf. We will give you that is gonna play out in the romances of the court. So we'll give you 100 glory for that, my friend.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
That is
Ooh.
that is a pretty knightly thing for you to do, honestly.
Indeed, it's knightly before its time.
Isn't she technically a princess too?
That's right. Yes.
You've literally rescued a
technically.
princess.
She's related to a king.
You do happen to be her husband already, but
Princess might be a wide stretch, but
I don't know
yeah.
if she's technically a princess. 'Cause she
Yeah.
was like the niece
She's kin.
of a king.
we
niece
can
of-
massage
niece of
we
king,
can
yeah.
massage the translation a little bit.
Yes,
to-
you
to-
absolutely can. They do it all the
To
time.
the victim of
Oh,
the spoils.
All right,
The
so,
one who wins writes the story.
Exactly.
So-
you get it.
so are you ordering your army to hold as they hit the ford, Edrich? We'll start with Edrich.
Yeah, I think on the ground, like kind of rolling, Oslaf in his arms, voice booming as loud as.
do you
he can
signal the
say.
horns?
He says, he does. He does.
Okay.
He says, "Hold, damn you, horns!"
Yeah. Now, Yampa, I'll warn you, it's really risky to continue at this point. They're going to turn and hold at the ford, put out all their great spears, and counter your attempted charge. Do you want to go anyways?
I'm going to roll for this, and then I'm going to say what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
Oh,
I failed for both.
fell for both.
I failed less in prudence, and I think I like that because Brune has never known actual love. All he has done has been for his king. He's been trying to get it, trying to connect with his own wife, and seeing Edrich doing that for, his own. I think Brune gets to the very edge of that river and, rings his horse, stops his own knights,
Yeah.
and just holds.
Yep. All right. As you start to make your way back to Levcomagus, you see the banners of Ulfius present. An outrider comes to you and approaches Edrich. We'll assume that those that are around, so it's like, we'll say, actually, we'll get, before we do that, we did have Rune here. Maybe we'll give Rune and Edrich like a single word, like phrase exchange, just for the cinematic purposes of such.
You know what? I think he'll say, "Is that love?"
It matters more than anything. I'm glad you'll live to experience it.
He'll nod as he keeps riding with his knights.
Okay. And as you reach close to the Levcomagus, an outrider from Nanteleod approaches in on Sir Rune and within earshot of everyone and says, Sir Rune, the king would like you to report in, and he wants it known that the armies of Salisbury are welcome. We march for Heartland next.
Rune will look at the other knights, tilt his head. You are more than welcome to join Nanteleod's swords, and he'll go off.
And Edrich realizes how desperately he would like his allies here right now to discuss this.
Yeah, really much so. But he will probably make do with Ulfius and Nanteleod when the time comes. But God, my heart is beating hard in real life.
It is the end of a Friday as far as in-game time, so they're presumably if they march tomorrow it would be a Saturday, and they probably wouldn't reach London until Monday. For those that are on the cusp of healing, it's something to consider. So, all right, guys, we'll stop here. I think that's where we're gonna close out. Yamba, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for coming, Yampa.
Thanks for everyone that sat and watched. We super appreciate it. Shout out to Lady Magdala. And then we're going to go ahead and just close out tonight. It's pretty late. No, we can do a real quick raid out. It's only fair. Only fair.
The Saxons are coming.
Indeed. I'm just going to click a random person to raid here. Let's see.
I'm overheating. I'm gonna turn on the AC.
Oh, that's right. You
fine.
guys, it's technically kind of summer for you guys right now. It's cold as hell here.
All right.
Yeah, big time summer.
I'm just going to choose this random person playing Final Fantasy 7 online. Or 7, Jesus. Final Fantasy 14 online. 11 online. Wow. I forgot that game existed. Nonetheless, we're going to raid him in. All right, here we go. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Bye.